Hello, Saucin with Lex. Get rid of that. Hello, Marcy.
Major breaking news right now on Earth.
Yeah, everybody's talking about the earthquake. Hello, Jennifer. It's my understanding that the earthquake was a Cat 4.8. Hello, heckin' alien. Welcome back. Hello, Mara. Uh, Hello, Coral. New York was shaking. Yeah, it was all the Northeast. Hello, Jane. Hello, Kara. How you doing, Mara? Hey, what's up? I want to talk about this, but like a lot of people are talking about the earthquake that just hit the Northeast, so we can also talk about that. To be perfectly honest with you. Hello, Joan. Happened in New Jersey. Yeah, I have. I'm in a Discord for Pennsylvania because I'm thinking about moving out that way, and it like the Discord shook when the earth shook. Uh, were you frightened when it happened? No, I'm thinking about moving out there. I'm not. I don't live there. I live in the Midwest. Hello, Patty Politics. Hello, Patrick. But yeah, people are talking about the earthquake right now. Honestly. Um, but oh yeah, good morning, y'all. Good morning, everybody in the chat. Hello, cliche shit. Hello, tall cat. But yeah, please do check on your loved ones, make sure they're okay. Please, if you're on Facebook, please do check your check-ins. Please do reach out to your loved ones like right the fuck now because tomorrow isn't guaranteed. Please go do whatever you need to do to make sure that your loved ones out there in the Northeast are okay. As far as I understand right now, the hurricane. We're used to hurricane. The earthquake hit Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York. So please go do that. I support you from Spain. 4B movement. Hell yeah. Hello, Jeanette. Hello, Lisa. Um, but yeah, in Pennsylvania, in the part of Pennsylvania next to New Jersey, I think it hit them pretty hard. I think it mainly hit New Jersey. But everybody's feeling it. Also, 4B is an international movement, so do what you got to do. Hello, Brian. But yeah, we can definitely get on with the topic. Um, what is 4B? Please explain. 4B is a movement out of Korea based off of a movement in Liberia. If you have ever heard of wgtow, which is women going their own way, it's basically wgtow 2024. Women are moving away from having relationships and doing personal endeavors with men because well, I shouldn't. I will tell you my reasons. And also, I'm speaking as a trans man. Men aren't taught emotional regulation and emotional intelligence, and it's just gotten to the point where it's just exhausting. So women are going their own way, and people who have the capacity to have sex with men are going their own way because they're just tired of it. And also in the United States, we have very malicious and avid vitriol against women to the point of vindictive legislative violence against women, trying to do no fault divorce, lowering the age of consent of divorce, which affects everybody but mainly affects women because of the patriarchy. And the rollback of reproductive rights. We already don't have parental leave as a as just a thing that we do. Like we call ourselves such a developed country, and yet we don't have any of the fucking things. Um, I've been 4B for 15 years. I own my own home now. Hell yeah. Uh, you should listen to Stanford Human Biology Small School Behavior Part 1 through 3. Huh. Let me look into that. I will catch up with the chat in just a few. small behavior. One, two, three. I'm using DuckDuckGo. Oh wow, that didn't catch any. Oh, there's a lag. But I'll catch up with the chat in a second. My laptop froze for whatever reason. You were giving me too many facts. My laptop froze. Hey Fails, what's up? Hello Archie. Rechargeable batteries are your friend. Yep. Really opened my brain to the psychology behind these ideas. Hell yeah. Also, the guest box is open. Hello, Bijou. Or Bijou. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. The guest box is open. We are allowing up opposition, but we are not allowing up opposition that has been up before because they don't have any new talking points. Hello, Celtic Archer. Welcome. I'm waiting for my laptop to unfreeze, y'all. Opening up the task manager usually helps laptops unfreeze. We'll see if it responds. Hello, Azurin. I hope I'm pronouncing your name properly. Hello, Jones. My laptop, it's not doing the things. I'm just gonna go ahead and restart it. Hey Bria. But I do understand, like, there's currently some I don't want to say discourse because discourse is a very specific word that I would not be using properly when I say this. I do understand. I mean, a catastrophe happened. I do understand a infrastructural catastrophe has happened. So, if you need to go check on your loved ones that live in the Northeast, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, and probably a few other states up there in that area, go do what you got to do. Hey, Rain, what's up? I really don't understand the opposition of 4B movement. Men suggested women doing all these things. I mean, bad men are just outing themselves. Only bad men care about what women are doing with their bodies. What happened here yesterday? What do you mean? Hello, Art. Yeah, it's a long lecture to scratch the surface. Okay. I wasn't hosting live yesterday. What do you mean? Or if you're talking about something, if you're about to talk about something that happened in your area. Hello, Owens. Hello, Drama. The guest box is open, by the way. If y'all want to come up, come on up. I'm in PA. Why do we need to be checked on what happened? Oh, an earthquake happened. It was a 4.8 and it hit New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, as far as I know so far. Join my team, yes. Thank you. Hello, Floppy. Hello, Marco. Hello, Jimmy. Hello, Marks. Hello, AV. Hello, Clean. Gotta go have a good live. Right on. Thank you for coming in, Heckin' Alien. Thank you for the rose. What part of Pennsylvania are you in where you didn't get hit by the earthquake? Hello, Emily. Welcome back. Hello, that. Oh, did it? No, I didn't do it. West by God, Virginia, man free for 5 years. Hell yeah, that's what's up. Hello, Papo. Oh, hey. Hey, Bean, how you doing? Hello, Vintage. It's like people, like women really are out here living their best lives. Hello, Tim. So before 4B, we had wgtow, which means women going their own way. The term wgtow was coined in the early 2000s. It's basically classic internet. So if you aren't familiar with 4B, you can just go look up wgtow, and it's a great explanation of it as well, because like that was basically our 4B movement before 4B. All right. Oh, I get what's going on. Oh, I think I've watched this before. It's a really long lecture. But I think I've watched that before. I think that might be a classic one. Silly movement. Well, if it's so silly, then keep it pushing. It doesn't affect you. Hey, Stacy. Hello, Dan Dan. Hey, Diesel. Thank you for the follow, BFF. Hello, you guessed it. Hello, J. Watt. Hello, Ashley. Hello, Sid. Hello, Barbian. Hello, Phantom. Hello, Tommy. Barb. Hello, Barb. Hello. I'm going to try that one. Van Derklin. Hello, Van Derklin. Hello, Kevin Nader. How you doing, Stacy? Well, I know you explained how you're doing earlier, Rip. Living with Mama, never been happier, and we're about to be underwater. Why? Western being West Coast or just a title? Western as in like Western world, like North America. Flooding. Oh shit. Get the fuck out of there. Hello, Dietis. Hello, Gutter Spin. Spine. Hello, Zulu. Hello, Above. Hello, Rose. Wait, why are you flooding? Wheeling is now submerged. Got it. Thanks for clarifying. You're good. What is 4B? 4B. Hey, Piper. 4B is women going their own way, not having relationships with men, not doing childbirth, no dating, no stuff like that. Not having relationships with men. There's a huge storm coming. Yeah. Like after the earthquake. I don't know what region y'all are in where y'all are talking about flooding and storms. Because there was just the earthquake in the Northeast. I don't know if it hit Maine or New Hampshire or Vermont. But it leads to the greater conversation that we need to have about our infrastructure. Hello, Little Rascal. Welcome back. Hello, Dawn. So femcel movement? Yeah, sure. That's how you want to take it. Welcome back, Rascal. Hello, Black Billy Bob. West Coast out in LA, earthquake was east. Yes, I know that. Hello, 1974. Hello, Gina. Hello, Glover. Hello, Seth. Hello, Blue Love. Hello, Jeff the Space. Welcome back, Jeff the Space Wizard. Femcel, I like it. Sure. Hello, Wesley. Hello, Maria. How you doing, Glover? Hello, OG Unicorn. Hello, Nose. How's everybody doing this morning? I hope y'all are safe. So, earthquakes are the only natural disaster that so far we don't have evidence being connected to climate change. But yeah, we still need to do something about climate change. Or, as some people would like to say, pollution. Hello, Royal Pain. Hello, Volley Mints. Mate? Mints? Yeah. Okay. Wesley, how you doing this morning? On this fine morning. More water in the ocean gonna move the plates. How much of your opinion on men is based on online interactions versus real world interactions? About 50-50. I'm 50%. That's fair. 4B, and yes, climate change, Mother Earth is not happy with our gluttony. It's not even our gluttony. It's the gluttony we let 1% get away with. Like, the second y'all are willing to pull out the guillotines is the second, like, this will stop. Hello, Vet. Hey, Unicorn, what's up? The capitalists have ruined everything, for real. As if the trolls online don't exist in real life. Yeah, for real. Hello, Luna. I mean, and also that's a really just petty thing to say. Like, so when somebody sends you a death threat or a rape threat online, that doesn't affect you in real life, which it's usually men fucking doing that. Like, get over it. Hello, N. Never said that. I'm sure they exist in real life. So you misunderstood the statement. The point is that everybody exists in real life. Hey, Brandy. And it's just more dismissive behavior. Exactly. Everybody exists in real life. Everything we do to people, be it online or in person, affects us. Anything to dismiss us, our feelings in reality. For real. Like, the men are telling on themselves, and I say go ahead and let them. Hello, Tattooed Talisman. Thank you for the follow. True, seriously, it's not a threat online. Threats are threats, for real. Dude was big mad, for real. I am very supportive of this ideology and practice resistance and self-autonomy. Hell yes. They project their truth, for real. Men are saying all the quiet parts out loud. Men don't like women. That's just the way it is. Men don't like women. Men don't like, and as we saw in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, men don't like anybody willing to have sex with them, including other men. Remember AIDS? Yeah. Men don't like anybody, including other men. So stop having sex with them motherfuckers. You're right. I love women, sure. My roommate supports 4B, but he also respects women as powerful and right on. They want us to hate them as much as they hate us, and we ain't even bothered. For real. Women just don't want to be killed for saying no. That's what women want. Love the 4B movement and the power it takes back for women. Yep. Also, welcome and good morning, Nathaniel. We can shoot too, for real. Emily possesses and consumes. Yep. Studio X, welcome. If it's not hard for you to understand that people don't want to be terminated for saying no, when it's mainly men terminating women for rejecting them, then I don't know what to fucking tell you. But I am going to tell you that we are normalizing not having sex with men. Join my team. Friendship bracelet. Sure you are. Hello, Darkskin. Oh, you wanted to come up earlier, but we were talking. You can come on up. Also, the guest box is open. We are allowing opposition, allowing the same opposition that has been previously on because they have the same talking points. Hello, Darkskin. What's up? What do you have to say about the prompt? Hang on. Okay, please repeat whatever you just said. I had my headphones turned down.
It's. Do you support this movement?
Yep. Hello, Cassandra.
Well, I don't.
Okay. I'm not going to expound on it with you if you don't want to expound on it. Did you just want to say you don't support it and just be through?
There's a lot to be said, but I don't want you to see me as opposition.
Just say what you came up to say.
I mean, I don't want to be your enemy. I want to be your friend.
All right, well, you have a good one, dog. That was weird. Anyway. Oh, cool. It didn't show me anybody
I
requested
didn't mean to do this.
until Brandy requested
I
it. Oh, hang on a second, y'all.
I didn't mean to.
Oh, you're good. I'll go ahead and okay, you're good. What is 4B? 4B is women going their own way. Oh, hang on, Brandy. There you go. Women going their own way, no relationships with men, no child rearing, stuff like that. I wanted to ask him some questions. He wasn't worth asking questions. It wasn't worth it. Not every interaction is worth it. For real.
I wanted to say that men remind me more and more of cuttlefish every single day.
For real. Ain't it? Clearly you oppose it, so speak your mind. Yeah, he just came up here and then just didn't say anything. And it's like, okay, well, bye. I'm not pulling your teeth. Either you come up here and you say what you gotta say, or you don't come up. Like lazy and entitled. Yep. Men have 4G now. I guess we are both tired. Hey, I got a question for you. What does 4G stand for? Because I can tell you what 4B stands for. What does 4G stand for? Also, why didn't you just keep wgtow? I mean, MGTOW. MGTOW, I think MGTOW is from 2003. Hello, Genie X. Okay, cool. Going, gone. Ain't it? For real. How you doing? I
Oh,
guess I don't know.
I'm
Uh,
fabulous. Have you guys heard
Proud.
the reports coming out of our Senate and Congress kind of scrambling to figure out what they're going to do because our birth rates are already declining?
No, I thought you were about to talk about the earthquake because our Senate and Congress is scrambling about a lot of shit right now because now we're scrambling about our infrastructure.
Oh, yeah, there's a few, like, I believe congressmen, angry congressmen that are, like, they're coming with, like, the, what are the poster boards with the graphs and everything?
Poster boards
Yeah,
with
look at
grass.
this. Our birth, they're like, what'd you say?
I said, well, you're breaking up, and two, poster. What about poster boards with fucking grass? What?
Yeah, I saw a video of a congressman who literally came to like the floor with a poster board that had like graphs and information on it talking about the birth rate, and he was like angry.
Good. Going after birth control pill now. They can try. Because before we had pharmaceutical birth control, we had herbs, and we will always have herbs. Hey, pro life, right on. Well, you're about to be pro death in a few because our species is going to come to an end because women are about to stop having babies. Uh,
You
what
know,
is
we're
for?
going to start seeing women who have had encounters with coat hangers, not because they wanted to get rid of anything, but because they wanted to damage it so badly it would have to be taken out when they got to the hospital.
That's right. That's what the coat hangers were for because you can use herbs to get rid of a pregnancy. You have to do something drastic to damage your uterus. Hello, Rick. Hello, Roy. Women are wild. Yeah, they are. It's weird how they call them movements, and at the end, they really don't move anything. Try me, Rick. Uh, my lady garden was dried up before Roe was overturned. Um, my libido died completely when Roe v. Wade overturned. Facts. What is 4B to you? 4B, first of all, go watch my pinned video. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, I have 2 pinned videos, I think, but go watch the one with you'll see what I'm talking about in relation to this. And
You know
4B
they
is just
know.
hang on, 4B is just he asked what it is to me. 4B is just stop fucking with men. Cisgender men, I mean. 4B is freedom. Be an adult, and if you make adult decisions, society shouldn't give you an out by unaliving. Okay, so that means don't have sex with men. That's it. Congratulations. Congratulations, Cold. You won the prize. You hit the wall. The point has bashed you over the head with a brick and a sock. Welcome. Do you want me
You
to bring
figured
people up?
out our plan.
Oh my god, he did the thing. Do you want me to let people up? No, because we're being careful
Exposed,
about the
y'all. We've been
opposition. Hang on,
exposed.
stop. Everybody stop. We're being careful about the opposition that we let up because we're not letting up repeat opposition. Fine by me, I have a husband. Good for you. Nobody wants to take that away from you. Oh, here we go. But I appreciate you. And if you feel like you need to drop people or you need to go ahead and like kick people out of the chat, you can go ahead and do that, Drew. Hello, N. What's up?
Hi, my name's Marie originally, but just speaking from the perspective of like a white woman, my experience has been that in terms of like just bodily issues with the whole like men movement, it's just been like no matter how fat or thin I've been, it's always been some kind of subordination or some kind of mistreatment of trying to be something to complete somebody else's idea of femininity. And there's this play called the Sistera where the women stop having sex with the men because the men are going off to war and they're tired of their boys being shot up and everything. And it kind of works, but the issue is that it's not about sex for women. It's not about sex. It's the purpose. It's like, why do we keep doing this? Why do we keep being this way? Why do we keep trying to please something that's never going to be overturned unless it's overturned from within? And even men who are like on the feminist movement or the fringe or agree, I don't even want to like engage them either, just because it's still a risk. It comes back to the whole point of, if I'm working for somebody else or I'm living for somebody else's advantage, I'm not really honoring my own autonomy. And the 4B movement to me is just stepping away to investigate yourself and to understand how the ways in which you can heal, and also accept that no matter how much as women we try to like be a therapist to men and try to heal them and get them to see the way, it's just understanding that our energies are not making the impact that we desire. And it's just important to understand that men are worth loving, but we're not going to love them into their own sense of being, because that's just taking away from ourselves first always. And it's not also our responsibility anymore. Like, it's not that I hate men, but I did hate men for a while. It's just I hate what I've had to do and who I've had to be to feel like I'm a woman to a man, and that just it's exhausting. And it's even worse for people in marginalized communities as women. And I feel like whenever Wade was overturned, I was like, that's it, I'm done. Like, I was at the point of being alone for a while before then, but that was just kind of like the nail in my coffin. And I don't know if
Right.
anyone else feels the same way, but like, it's not that I hate men, I just hate who have had to be to lose
All
myself
right.
for them.
All right. And a lot of people agree with you. A lot of people are like, I'm just gonna get the fuck out of here if Roe v. Wade gets overturned, and that's what happened. So our population also went down because a lot of people left because they were like, fuck this. But in the meantime, Cold, I saw you talking a lot in the chat. What do you have to say about the prompt?
I honestly generally don't understand it. That's why I stopped in the live.
Okay. So what don't you understand?
The prompt. I don't get this movement. Like, what is this movement? This is the first time I've ever heard about this movement. I'm here to learn.
Oh, okay. It's women going their own way.
Okay. Awesome.
Look up wgtow.
Well, that's the thing. Women can go their own way. Men can go their own way. Are we talking about in the masses or individually? Anybody that's salty about Roe v. Wade, like logically, like how does that? I'm a little confused on that one too.
We're not talking about Roe v. Wade right now.
Oh, it just got brought
you
up.
you can look up Western 4B and you can look up wgtow. It just seems like you just need to do research.
So in the nutshell, it's just women just doing their own thing.
Yep.
All right, I'll support that.
Okay.
Your own thing.
All right. Well, you have a nice day.
I'm just confused on how would anybody oppose this. Like what opposition are you looking for? That's what I guess that's what I'm trying to understand.
Well, let me talk. So the opposition is basically greedy, selfish men who feel entitled to women's bodies. Go ahead.
I've been married for 13 years happily. I guess I can't speak to that.
Okay.
So Trump 2024. Have a nice day.
How did I know that was coming?
Never Trump, ever.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me. Oh, thank you, commies. That doesn't bother me at all because you know what? I was homeless under Trump. I was homeless under Obama, and I'm homeless under Joe Biden. I don't give a shit. Anyway, so does anybody else want to come up? Hello, Logic.
Jasmine Sherman, 2024.
See what we got. Join my team. Thank you. Oh, and thank you for the friendship bracelets. We got friends in the room. Yes. I'm going to invite some people that I see are online and not in the live because it's like, get your ass over here.
In 2024.
But you so what? Let me see. Let me go in the chat. Got rid of. Oh yeah, you got rid of. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for the bracelets. Thank you for the follow, cat. Ho Chi Minh 20. Oh my god. Like they're a hoe for Ho Chi Minh. Oh, we got the election sticker already. That's interesting. I guess as we get closer to the election, it's not going to take much to get the election sticker.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, it sort of feels like Stop, Drop, and Roll did back when I was young, but they're trying.
Yeah, for real. Hello, Sky. Hello, Georgie. Hello, I love. Hello, Daryl. Hey, Ben. We said capitalism and Roe v. Wade, for real. All right.
Good morning.
Hey, Ben. Wait, is she begging for money? My pronouns are... Oh, wait. You're talking about pretty. So this is an election thing? Raising money for Jasmine Sherman? Wait, what happened? Oh, I don't know why that person dropped. Also, don't worry about people begging for money. If you don't want to see people begging for money, maybe you should keep scrolling and not interact with that content if you're so worried about that. All the people that were here from me being from me doing my homeless lives are rolling in. So the people that are here now are very separate from those lives where people were trying to make fun of me for being homeless. So for those of you who don't know, which a lot of you don't because I haven't talked about it in a while, I am currently unhoused. I have been, I'm what's called chronically unhoused. I've been on I've had unstable housing situations on and off for a long period of time. And apparently people remembered I exist and decided to come back, and I have totally moved on from that topic. So you can let the irrelevant people stay, honestly, because they're just going to boost the live by commenting. But we're not going to interact with the anti-homeless comments. We are just going to go forward with the topic. So, Ben, how are you doing? What's up?
I'm doing all right. Just got up and everything, and I enjoy getting into your lives and talking about things that will hopefully move us forward in humanity, hopefully.
Yeah. Con, don't think I don't see you. I was in the previous live where somebody said you were racist in a different live. Um, so hello, Datwood. Hello, Michael. Thank you for the likes, Cassandra. And y'all, please do share the live and please do gift the panelists. Hello, Montana. Uh, does anybody have anything they want to say? Oh, also don't interact with Daryl. Let's just let him fizzle out. You'll notice that men leave when you don't pay attention to them. Hello, Lizzie. Uh, Unicorn, what are you doing?
Oh, I am making burgers. Do you want me to shut my background off?
Oh no, I just saw movement, so I was like, huh, wonder what's going on over there. All right, let me help y'all. Because at this point, he's just going to keep doing it himself. All right, you can be quiet, Daryl. You can take a nap. All right, Piper, what say you?
Well, I mean, let's be honest about it. The people that are the most problematic to this movement don't have a Y chromosome, in my opinion. It's the women, some people call them pick-me's, who are up in these 4G lives licking ball sweat. They're the ones that are a problem.
Ain't it? Like, because women are going to listen to other women. Women aren't going to listen to men like they're going to listen to other women. Hello, Gimme. Those are some good looking burgers, Unicorn. Hello,
I mean,
Oliver. Hello, Emoji.
I'm a bit of a bitch in real world, and I have said long and hard in regards to civil rights or anything in if the oppressed ever come into power, if they don't step on the necks of the oppressors for an entire generation, I know the people I come from, and they're going to keep coming back.
Right on. I hear that. All right, we got a hello, Miami. What's up? What do you have to say about the prompt?
Hi, ladies. Thank you for having me up. I just wanted to know, when did it become a sin to close your legs?
I'm sorry. Would you repeat that? Maybe you repeating it will help me understand.
When did it become a sin to close your legs?
My friend, I'm not making fun of you. I'm just trying to understand. Do you have a lisp? Because I'm hearing thin, and maybe you're saying sin.
Sin? Yeah, sin.
Sin. Okay, thank you. And I'm not making fun of anybody for how they
Oh no,
talk.
that's
Just
fine. No,
okay.
that's fine. I'm
So
all. It's actually I suck my thumb, so I'm tongue tied. But yeah, that's okay.
that's why they got me out of sucking my thumb. I feel that. You're good. What is 4B movement? I'll explain in a second, Angie. And welcome back also. Hello, pork chop. So it's not a sin. Like also, I'm speaking for myself. Uh, don't really do the Bible. The Bible's also Christianity, at least Christianity in the West. I don't know about Christian. I've heard different reviews of Christianity in other places, but Christianity here in the United States is very patriarchal, so I don't subscribe to that. But I think what will help frame things better is like, when has it become considered different for women to practice their autonomy to abstain without ridicule? Because we have the word prude, right? And the word prude is a derogatory term against people, usually women, who are more retaining and we're going to say specifically in a sexual manner. So I guess the best group to ask that would be the people who decided to start making derogatory terms against people, more specifically women, who didn't give them what they wanted. Hello, Hakuna. Hello, Umbrella. Because I'm all about whatever you want to do with your own body, as long as it doesn't affect me. There are people that are out there mad about what other people are doing with their bodies that does not affect them. So that's the best answer that I can give you.
I mean, didn't they tell? But when we started protesting when Roe v. Wade fell, wasn't like a common response, well, just close your legs? But now that we're doing that, they're mad.
Yeah, for real. Oh, bye, Ben.
I need to repeat this because I said it in the chat text. I need y'all to understand that the people that wrote the abortion bans fully took into account the projected numbers of children resulting in SA that would produce.
Mm-hmm. So even when somebody does close their legs, men have a way of forcing them open. Does that help you, Miami? Miami, you good? Oh, Miami did put 1 minute in the chat. My bad. What happened to the election sticker went away. 4B is a Korean movement. What does that have to do with anyone outside of Korea? Can you imagine living in a world where people can share ideas across oceans? Can you imagine airplanes and internet? Or are you being obtuse on purpose? Okay, Angie, back to your question. The 4B movement is women going their own way, 2024. Not dating men, not having sex with men, no childbirth or child rearing. I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much for the shares. Y'all, please do share the live. We are at 100. We're almost at 200 shares. Please do. Let's get us to 250 shares so we can get more people in on this conversation. We have 30 people in here. If 30 people shared, we would be doing the things. Let's also get to 15K likes. Thank you so much for 12.6. Let's get to 15K. Tap, tap, tap that screen. And if you have the capacity, please do gift me, the host, or please do gift the panelists. I can keep raising mine though, right? For real. Yeah, yep, yes. Y'all blocked me from commenting on this topic last live. Okay. I don't recall blocking you, so if one of my moderators blocked you, that means that you were fucking up, and you're just gonna have to take accountability for what you did. Hello, Rosalind. Hello, Elijah. Thank you so much for the likes, Punk Medusa. Hello, Zach. Hello, Jay. Oh, thank you
I,
so much for the confetti.
I really need a fifth B, y'all. I need a fifth B. But it's not a
What's
B. We need a fifth thing, which is reforming how we raise future men.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. It's just like 4B is like 4B is definitely more geared towards people who haven't started that process yet, like people who don't have kids, with the understanding that people who do have kids, the awareness is being spread amongst people who do already have children that they need to raise their children better, especially their boys. Miami, are you good? It's been a very long 1 minute.
You know I'm saying it because there is a section of the women that look like me need it actually spelled out. I'm just saying.
Okay.
They'll think, oh, that I'm married. This doesn't even affect me.
Yeah, for real. I had 2 adult sons. There you go. Or maybe when I was tearing your topic apart, y'all censored me. I don't know. Oh, okay. I'm sure you were very much tearing the topic. You don't even have enough people to come up while you think you're doing something. Get out of here, you damn keyboard coward. Come back on your main. Quit being a little bitch. Anyway. Alright. Anywho. Here you go, for real. Hello, birds for the win. Hello, NJ. Hello, need to know. Yeah, we don't do keyboard cowards in here. You're either gonna come up or you're gonna exit. And he wonder why 4B, ain't it? And he really do wonder why 4B. Hey, Paul. Hey, Angie.
Hey, I just want to say if the government expects us to have children and we can't afford it, they should definitely be helping us since they want us to build their economy up and everything and their socialist ideals and everything. You know what I mean?
What socialist ideas are you referring to?
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead. They're socialist ideas. Here we go, y'all. Hello, Lucky. Oh, I'm gonna not Red Scare. Oh yeah, Red Scare propaganda incoming. It's about to get good.
Now, I got the boys will be boys from the cousin's mother when my children were small because he would like wrestle them and knock them down. And I taught him I said, grab him by the ankles and yank. There's two of you. And boy, they whooped up on him the next time.
Yeah, for real. Brandy, I'm gonna let you like stay in the chat for a little bit. We're gonna keep this small. Angie, go ahead.
Okay, like for instance, it's just like a replacement for capitalism. And they're proposing like a capitalist country. Our government's trying to. I feel like they're trying to dismantle democracy here.
What dismantle this? I mean, democracy has been dismantled. Like it started going downhill when they passed Citizens United when we were kids. Like, what? All right, take care. Thank you for coming in, Azurin.
I just when I had my son, I was 100% prepared to. I was with my ex-husband and everything, and he didn't want kids, so he ended up leaving me, and it just made it really hard to uh, be like in a healthy living situation and everything. And so we had to I relied on my son got SSI, so I was relying on that for a while until they cut it. And there, if they want us to build a better economy, with healthy views and everything, they should definitely be trying to put it out there instead of, I feel like, not imprisoning, but like under control of the government what how you can and can't raise your kids and what you can and can't do, and if you can't afford stuff, it's so hard to get help.
Okay. What do you mean by how you can and can't raise your kids? Because I have some ideas, but I want to see where you're coming
Well,
from.
you know how when we were kids, we would get spanked and stuff, and now if you spank your kids and they go to school and say, "Oh, my mom," you could get DCF involved and stuff. How am I going to discipline my kid from being a nuisance if I can't discipline them? You know what I mean? Not all children
So,
learn the same way. You can't just put every kid in timeout and expect that to work. You know?
so there's other disciplinary processes other than timeout and definitely other than spanking. So I'm as somebody who got spanked, I am anti-spanking. There's no reason to hit a child. There's no reason, and also there's just like hitting someone younger and smaller than you that can't defend themselves. Like, really think about that. Really think about where you're coming from when you hit somebody who is younger, smaller, and weaker than you.
Also, it's
Wait,
also the amount of the
Piper,
force you
stop.
put into it. Just because you spank a kid doesn't mean you're beating them. You know what I mean? Like I used to tap my son's hand.
No,
You know?
Angie,
Yeah.
you are hitting someone who is younger than you, who does not understand, smaller than you, and cannot defend themselves, and cannot hit you back. Process that. And while you do that, I'm gonna welcome CJ to the panel. How you doing, CJ?
I'm good, darling. How are you?
Doing all right. What were you about to say, Piper?
as someone who's literally taken CPS training in college, a normal spanking will not lose you custody of your children if there's no other problems. No matter how anybody feels about spanking on the panel, because there are different views, I'm telling you, a normal swat on the ass is not going to cost you your child. I think you're going down some weird roads.
Oh, you're talking about like just like a little
Andy's saying
swat
she's
isn't gonna.
afraid
That's not gonna
to,
get your kids
to
taken
spank her
away.
child.
If you yeah, don't put your hands on other people without express consent. Children can't consent. That's the thing. This is why children need rights. Like, because if something happens to a child, they really don't have rights and they really don't have legal protections because they get taken out of one home and get put in another abusive home. Y'all can keep talking. I'm getting a pickle.
I'm in no way advocating for spanking children. I'm just saying that normal what in the past was considered normal discipline will not lose you custody of your children to the state. That's the only thing I'm saying about it.
Yeah, I'm not disputing you. Hang on, this pickle's
Now, I was also spanked growing up,
okay.
and it's one of those things. I would never tell a parent how to parent their children. I would be lying to you if I said that I have not spanked both of my children. I do look at it though. It's not my go-to. I do not want my children to experience that. I don't like it. I don't do it often, if at all. I think I've maybe popped my son once um, for touching something that I told him to stop touching a million gajillion times. Um, but you know, like I said, I'm not in the business of telling anybody how to raise their kids. Um, I've heard some horror stories from my friends on the ways that they were beaten as children. I'm sorry, trigger warning for y'all and anybody in the chat. Um, that was not my experience growing up. I was whooped, but like the stories that I've heard of some of the people that I'm very close to, um, wow.
Mm-hmm. Um, Communist said, "How do you teach children regulation and nonviolence when the first thing you do is go to hitting?" I'm not assuming that anybody's first go to on this panel is hitting. It's just you're teaching them a useless skill because if they go out into the world and they hit somebody, they're gonna get in trouble. Hey, oh hey, Heidi, how you doing?
That is very true. I'm learning. Parenting is hard and it is new, and
Yes.
we definitely. And I'm not gonna hold you. I fall into. Um, I do my best to not fall into the same type of parenting practices of my parents. I do listen to my kids. I do try alternate forms of helping my kids regulate their emotions. Um, it's difficult though, because some of us are adults running around here hardly being able to regulate our own emotions, but we try our best all the time,
Exactly.
and we can only just try to be better than our parents and raise our children in a way that does not traumatize them in the future. And I agree with Seneca in the comments. Fear is not respect. You're 100% correct on that. I agree with you. But it's a learning curve, parenting, and we're all doing our best, and some of us are muddling through.
That's true. Um, Emily said hitting is to make the hitter to feel better, not do anything for the child. Some people will say like they pop. Some people will justify that they pop their kids for. Hey Jay, what's up? That they pop their kids to get their attention. They don't hit them hard, but it's like, do you know how hard you hit a child? Like you when you impact them like that, it's like I also share. So like I got beat when I was a kid. So like immediately when somebody says they hit their kid, it's not for me to. I've learned a lot. I'm an adult now. I've learned not everybody got beat to shit like I did, but like knowing that that's a thing that's kind of plaguing the black community, that we pass down the trauma from the slave masters down to our children. It's like, nah, just don't hit your kid. Period. My mom used to force me with resulted in me accepting abuse from partners. Yeah, that ain't cool. Hey, Diesel. Uh, Especially the all kids sensory processing issues. Yeah, for real. So Angie, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go and speak, and we're gonna go ahead and move past this topic because really, disciplining children isn't what this live is about. But everybody should just definitely get their stuff out about it. So Angie, please go ahead.
Um, See, with me, my son didn't respond to like, did people say like, to get their kids' attention? I didn't get his attention by popping him, but he wouldn't respond if I was like, don't do that or stop or raise my voice or even said it like. So I saw a TikTok that was like, whisper to your child and they'll listen more, and none of that worked. I tried all that when he was younger, but he was 3 months premature, so his brain processes differently. But even just to like tap him on the hand if he's not listening, like we'll be going through a store and he'll be grabbing stuff and I'll be like, don't grab that, we're not buying it, we only touch it if we're gonna buy it, we're only gonna and so eventually I'd have to like pop his hand and then he stopped. He didn't scream or cry, he just knew that that's not something he was supposed to do. But not all forms of I don't know how to put this, put it, touching your child is necessarily bad, like
Well,
bad.
I
Like,
mean, if you know that that's all you're doing, then why'd you feel the need to bring it up?
no, I'm just trying to point out to other people because there are people who will be like in the comments that are like, "Don't put your hands on kids" and da da da. But I mean, we
But
always,
they said that because you brought it up.
yeah, no, I know. I'm not saying that it's. I'm just saying, just not everything is always a negative form of discipline.
Okay,
It can
Angie.
be, yes.
Angie,
Sorry.
let's just move on. What
Okay.
else are you saying?
So 4B. Okay.
Yeah, for
Back
real.
on back
4B
on.
movement.
So 4B movement with Cal 2024. Let's do it.
Yeah, 4B movement. WGTOW. Yep. For those of you who aren't familiar, WGTOW is from the early 2000s. And it also had no political demands. Uh, um, and I came into 4B thinking that there were political demands, and apparently there aren't. Um, so I was like, oh, so we're doing WGTOW 2024. That's cool. Um, WGTOW is women going their own way and deciding not to engage in heterosexual relationships. That means like bi women are also like, hey, I'm just gonna go ahead and date women. There's also MGTOW, and gay and bisexual men are also in MGTOW. That means that they don't have any relationships with men as well. So, yeah. Angie, you had questions about this, correct? What's up?
Yeah, I didn't know what it was at all, and I've seen people like with their lives about it and stuff, but like they were never. I would ask what it is, but people just would ignore me. So I didn't know what it was.
Oh, that's weird. That's not how you educate people. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
no, and I know, and a lot of the lives people are really loud over talking each other, so I can't understand them anyway. That's why when like you're on or like people like Liz are on, I'll hop in there because it's very calming and settling. Like I can talk to you guys, you know.
Yeah, that's what's up. Speaking of Liz, I know that Liz didn't block me, but I don't know if y'all noticed, and this happened with somebody else. I'm gonna mute you. You got background noise. Um, TikTok is doing something weird where it's showing account not found, and it's happening when people are like, people that I have good rapport with that I know wouldn't block me, or at least not without explanation, or at least if they had an issue, they wouldn't talk to me about it. But like, I can't get in touch with Liz now because TikTok has blocked me from Liz. So, I don't really know what to do about that because I didn't give Liz any of my other contact information. But I am gonna reach out to some people via DM to see if they can like help me swerve my way back around to Liz. And I don't know, maybe Liz thinks I blocked her. I didn't. Liz, I was guesting with Liz on Tuesday. Moon underscore moon something is the tag. U.S. government trying to control us is my guess. Yeah, they're always trying to control us. Does someone else have them as a mutual? Yeah. I think Angie. Well, I don't know. I don't know if Angie has Liz as a mutual, but like it's clear that Angie is following Liz because when they go live. Me. Hold on. Right on. And I also don't know what else Liz is on. I don't know if Liz is on Discord or anything. I love landing in live with people I've blocked in the box. Ain't it? It's weird. But like, and like TikTok actually used to completely block people when you blocked them. But ending up in the box with somebody that you blocked is weird. But like this is the thing. I think TikTok blocked Liz. I didn't block Liz, and I know Liz didn't block me. Can you see my comments? I can see some of them. The chat's going kind of fast.
No, darling. I mean, if I pop into a live, right? I'm not in a box, but the person that I have blocked, now I can hear them, right? So I assume that part's still active. But if I am down in the chat commenting, do you know if that person can see what I'm saying? Is what I'm asking.
They can.
They can.
Now.
They can.
Yeah, they can now. 2 iterations ago they couldn't, but they can now.
Okay, I mean I don't care because I wasn't saying or doing anything wrong. I was just wondering.
I can see block people in chat. Yeah, you used to not be able to, but you can now. Hey, Leona, love this live. Right on. Oh, well, if you love the live so much, maybe we should get back on topic. But yeah, well, that was just to pivot off for a little bit to let y'all know that TikTok is up to some weird shit. And Liz isn't the first person that TikTok has done this to me too, so y'all be on the lookout. Like, we have to put more emphasis on go follow the people that you like on their other platforms. Go subscribe to their YouTube. Go do what you gotta do. Because TikTok will block them for you.
I looked it up. I looked on my followers and following and all that, and I couldn't find Liz.
Oh,
So
shit.
her account must be gone. Like, kicked.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I see all the people I have. Yeah. It sounds like Liz's account is gone. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We just had a really great live on Tuesday, too. What the hell? Oh, also, for those of you who don't know, TikTok did roll out this new civility clause. And I already know one person who's been banned from it. The algorithm's always listening to us. That's the big thing that people are afraid of as to why we have this TikTok friendly language like grape and essay and whatnot. TikTok is also listening for tone and watching for body language. So they implement this new civility clause. So if you start getting loud and unpleasant, they kick you because it's civility. And things did get a little unpleasant in Liz's live on Tuesday. Nothing dramatic, just a disagreement. And they might have kicked Liz for the civility clause.
Yeah, and the person she was arguing with could have reported her.
Yeah, that's also true. But you shouldn't lose your whole account over one report. You should just lose we used to just lose one thing of access. Like you can't comment or you can't go live. Like they're just kicking people's whole accounts now.
I think it depends on how many times you've been kicked.
Okay, people stay controlling our lives for real. Thank you for informing me. You're welcome. Or something, and they act like it's always been that way. Yeah, it hasn't. We know it hasn't always been that way. Hello, Leandra. What about Cartel and that Mr. Priority, both uncivil? I mean, it happened to Drew. But so y'all don't know Drew. Or only a few of you know Drew. Drew himself is super chill. But Drew hosts a lot of belligerent drunk people. And That's how Drew lost his live act, got banned due to the civility thing that they're doing now. So you can get in trouble for your guests, and you can get in trouble for what's going on with your chat now.
Yeah,
I got it straight.
I went live one day and somebody typed something in my chat and it got me banned for 3 days. And I didn't even see what they typed. It kicked me instantly.
Yep. I've been kicked for hate speech because of something somebody said in my chat.
Yeah. It's crazy because I can't control what other people type, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, what do you want us to do? Like,
And I get that maybe delete the comment, but by the time I went to go delete anything, it was gone. I was kicked. I had not a second.
and also that's easier to keep track of when you have a smaller live. But if your
Mm-hmm.
live is just blowing up and the chat is just doing all this, and you have like what 5 moderators who are volunteering working for you for free,
Mm-hmm.
like how are they supposed to catch all that?
Mm-hmm.
They had to find a way to get rid of the people they want to be rid of, that they weren't catching with just regular content violations. That's exactly what it is. Making you completely responsible for everybody's words, actions, and how they move in your life, no matter how big it is. That's just a way to get rid of people.
Yeah, it's a form
And
of
because
censorship.
you can easily build yourself right back up to 1,000, they want to be able to just knock you right back down.
Yeah, for real. The supremacy of it all. Oh, Angie, did you have any other questions about about this? Getting back on topic.
So I know this is something we couldn't probably answer, but I want to know what percentage of the country would have to go along with this for it to make an impact.
2%.
That's it?
Yep. All we need is 2%. Of course, we want more than 2%, but all we need is 2%.
In a regular like movement to gain any traction, it's about 3% of the population. I mean, this is different because but for any protest movement to get big like garnership of it, it only takes like 3% of the population.
Mm-hmm.
And see, this platform is big enough to be able to do that unless they take it away.
I mean, they're not going to. Like, I know somebody who knows somebody that works for TikTok, and they're not worried about losing their job, so I'm not going to worry about it either. CJ, I saw you unmuted. Go ahead.
Oh, I almost forgot. Okay. 2% at the minimum for this to work. You said there aren't any political demands, right?
Yeah, so there aren't any as far like I've been told quite a few times there are no political demands. There are no political demands listed on the Wikipedia for the 4B movement in the West. So I mean, there are no official political demands. An individual this is an autonomous movement. So an individual can use their own platform to push their political demands, but there are no official political demands.
Okay. And I think my other question, and I could probably search this myself. If you know, great. If not, I'll look it up. It's cool. How long will we need? Well, I'm married with kids, but I support it all. Like, just yes. How long will we be able to see a change? Like, when will a difference be made? Like, how what does that look like? Is like I'm wondering.
It looks like whatever the American government wants it to look like. There's no definitive answer for that.
And
Okay.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I saw some statistics for the country that started this movement back in 2017, and like they have basically no first grade class, no first graders, and at least one elementary school in each like municipal area, like big municipal metropolitan area where a lot of people live. At least one elementary school in each one of those areas is completely shut down, and they started in 2017. So
right. Oh, Hope, I see you in the chat. You can come up. I know you keep putting in requests, and I never let you up, or you come up and you're not able to talk. If you want to come up, please do come up. I want you to be able to talk. Uh,
Y'all do know what the government's going to take as the first indicator this movement is working, don't you?
what? Go ahead.
A measurable jump in SA.
I
That's
mean, they
how
can
I
threaten.
measure it.
They can. I mean, they can threaten us with that, but like, okay,
But the thing is, if we are even remotely successful, it will naturally happen.
okay. Go ahead, Hope.
Well, I just scrolled in, and so I don't really know what y'all are talking about. I have tried to listen to find out what this 4B movement is about, and I'm not really certain.
Okay. So the 4B movement is wgtow, women going their own way. Women are deciding to not date men, not have sex with men, no childbirth and no child rearing, just totally going their own way from men.
Well, I am not of childbearing age now, thank God, and I fear for the women that are. For that reason, I would agree with the movement.
There you go. And I'm so sorry. When you probably noticed, I have a lot of people who want to come up. So when you come up, when you want to put in a request, you gotta be patient. I try to let everybody say everything they want to say. I'm glad you were finally able to come up, because you've been here quite a few times. You've tried to come up quite a few times. I'm glad you're finally here.
Well, thank you for having me. Appreciate
For
it.
sure. All right. Do people want to pivot topics to the second most popular one? Uh, I know maternal mortality rates are terrible. Yes, especially with Black and brown women. You can always drop me if you need. You're good. I'm just happy Hope could finally come up. So I'm gonna show y'all the other topic, and y'all tell me if y'all want to change topics. Cause this topic is the actual tussle topic that I'm about to pull up. This topic isn't much tussle. And also, men who disagree with this topic, or anybody who disagrees with this topic, they're outing themselves as fucking trash. All right. All right. So, for those of you who cannot see it, the topic says when a woman is happy, the community benefits. When a man is happy, only that man benefits from it. Do y'all want to change the topic? Uh, Piper, you go first, and we can go from the bottom up.
Girl, I will thrash men all day, every day. I don't even know why you're asking me.
There you go. All right, Unicorn, please go ahead. What say you?
Um, I, that makes complete sense to me because I feel like men they think about their own interests and it's all individuality and I mean honestly, most white women are the same way if we're talking about honesty here, but women have more of a communal mindset, let's take care of everyone and make sure that make sure the whole community is taken care of. Just in personal experience, that's what I've seen. For men, it's more selfish, like, well, I'm doing good, so I don't know why I need to help anyone else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Salam alaikum.
See. Hey, salam alaikum. How you doing? So for those of you who are unfamiliar, Ahmed is Palestinian. He is raising money to help feed his community, which is ironic for this. Hey, so we are going to prioritize gifts going to Ahmed. Let's get Ahmed up to 2K. And in the meantime, CJ, what say you on the topic?
It's a topic.
Fair enough.
Of course, I agree with the topic. I actually had a conversation with a girlfriend of mine with this topic. I had to break it down to her because she looked at it as, excuse my 2-year-old, she is 2-year-olding. Um, I had to break it down to my girlfriend about it, and she was looking at it from a man's standpoint, and looked at it as division. And I had to explain it to her. I said, like, just for example, in my home, when I'm happy and I am in a good mental headspace and I feel good, I tend to be more encouraged to do more for the people in my family. Like, I want to cook for the house. I want to make sure the house is clean. I want to make sure I'm playing with the kids. I'm doing all of the things. I'm making sure my husband has what he needs. But when my husband's happy, he's in a great mood, right? If he's enthralled in his video games, baby, when I tell you the oblivion of everybody else in the house, like, we just don't know what's going on in the rest of the home. He's content. He's playing his game. But everybody else in the house is like set to the wayside.
Yeah.
He argued me down on that one the other day, but at the end, he was like, I get what you're saying now. I said, why you had to argue with me for 20 minutes? But, yeah, it's a cool topic. Yeah, I like it.
Right on. Angie, what say you?
Okay. I agree to an extent. Only because with my experience, with the man I'm with, it really just depends on the man you're with. Most men, I will say, are like this. My husband, though, is 100% for the community, but that's why we get so along, because we're both like that. Like, we'll go volunteer, I like to go to the animal shelter because of the dogs, but we'll go volunteer and stuff together. But if he's not happy, the world is not happy. So like, I try to keep him happy. But if I'm happy, it really, I'm all in a loving, giving mood. So like, we'll just go around. Like, on Easter, we went around and gave Easter eggs to, like, kids around the apartment complex while they were looking. And
oh, good.
Just to do something that's selfless, and they're children, it makes them happy. So I tried to get him to dress up as an Easter bunny, but he wouldn't do it.
Right on. So
yeah,
we're gonna.
Okay.
But like, that's great, but we got to keep it going. Hope, what say you? You there? Okay.
I'm here. I don't know really how to answer this question. It's just in my mind, it makes sense to keep the woman happy because basically she is the one providing for the family when it comes to love and care and seeing to their needs, their personal needs. And if she's not happy, where's she going to get the energy to do that? So that's all I have to say.
Okay, yeah, that's what's up. All right, it sounds like people are on board with the topic. So, and this is a tussle topic, so we do let up opposition for this one especially. So y'all do whatever you need to do in the space to protect yourselves. I don't let people get up here and just say any old wild shit. But know that some, like, really destructive people do have a tendency to sneak in on topics like this. Y'all, please do like and share the live. We are at 219 shares. Let's get to 250 shares. Everybody share it. I suggest sharing either individually or grouping in 5 to get the share number up. Also, let's tap the screen. Let's get to 30K likes. And please do, if you have any gifts, please do gift a med. American Aid has switched over to food drops. And if you've been keeping track of how that's going, it's not going well. They have dropped in, the United States government has dropped in the ocean. Hey, Mac, we have up a Palestinian if you want to help. The United States government has dropped aid in the ocean. They've dropped aid on people and squished them. They sent them moldy, ready-to-eat meals, which those things have to be sitting improperly stored for decades before they start molding like that. And they recently sent them pork. And you already know the problem with that. 1960s. Oh, yeah, Emily, you're the one who said that in my comments. Yeah. So please, if you have anything, please do send it to Ahmed. TikTok takes 60%, and the US dollar to Israeli shekel is $1 to 27 cents. So every little bit helps. Even if you have a rose that you can send, please gift Ahmed. We're going to get Ahmed up to 2K, and then we're going to let Ahmed scroll along because there are other Palestinians who also need aid, and I want to make sure that we can distribute more evenly. Thank you for the rose, Hope. And if all you can do is at Ahmed in the comments and hand heart or send hearts or send Palestinian flags, please do. Please show support for Ahmed. The fact is, even not real currency, for real. Like, they don't even have their own currency. Like, that's how fucked up this is. Hello, Sue. What's up? Right on. Hey, that's what's up. Thank you so much. We're getting Ahmed to 2K, y'all. So let's fucking go. In the meantime, we can pivot back to the topic. Rose, you're back. You probably have something to say about this. Can you come up? Hello, Mads. What's up? Hello, Liberty. Hello, person with Arabic name. If my son ever treated a woman the way I've been treated, I would be so livid. Yeah, but what would you do? What would you do in response? Stop it. Happy wife, happy life is the most selfish thing I've ever heard. That's weird that you say that because it's men who made and say happy wife, happy life. So if you have a problem with that, you need to address it with men.
Of the belief, and my favorite is happy spouse, happy house. So there's that.
Yeah, for real. Because happy spouse, happy house, for real. Oh, you have enough people to come up, Blaze Kid. Come up. Is there any instance when men are acceptable? Yeah, when they're not fucking assaulting and beating women. Leave women alone. 2024. When we raise our boys with men like that, they become the same. Yeah. Oh, thank you for explaining that, Stacy. Plenty of women say that. Okay, come up. Leave women alone. 24. Also, yeah, you can put. Yeah, you may have heard women say that, but it's men who started it and say it. Come up. Stop being a keyboard coward. Come up. I sent you an invite. Get up here. Bring that ass. I'm sorry I misgendered you yesterday. Oh, you're good. When I'm on here, I usually have my pronouns on the screen, but like I'm able to have my pronouns in the intro. So that happens less often. But when I'm in somebody else's live, I just take it as it comes. Thank you so much, Centel. Or Chanel, my bad. Chanel. I don't know where my tongue is. I'm sorry.
When I see you in other people's lives and folks misgender you, I'm immediately in the comments. Immediately.
Yeah, for real. And I'm just sitting there like,
I throw my cape on real quick. Like, let's go.
Yeah, for real, because we need it, because like a lot of trans people have a hard time advocating for themselves, because it's kind of like we don't want to make it about us, but it's like, please don't misgender us. Thanks. Hello, Free Palestine. Free Palestine for real, for real. Like, hey, we're not free until Palestine is free. Free all of us. Free Palestine, free us all. Yeah, that was my bad. I had absolutely no issue. People correcting me. It's all good. Cece, do you want to come up and talk about the topic? I actually gave my ex-husband primary custody of our son for several years. Did that turn out good? All right now. Damn. Oh, thank you, Cece. Cece, before we get started, we are shifting gifts to prioritize Ahmed. We're trying to get Ahmed to 2K. So everybody, please do like and share the live. Let's get the live up. Oh, you're already at 20. 220K. 220. I don't know how to words.
2001.
2001, for real. We're already at 221 shares. Let's get that up to 250. Thank y'all so much for 222 shares. And also, let's get up to 30K likes. Thank y'all so much for 23.6K. Let's get up to 30K. Thank y'all so much. And please do prioritize your gifts to Ahmed. We are going to go for 2K for Ahmed. So please do gift. Even if it's a rose, please do gift. Also, you can individually like Ahmed. You can either tap directly on Ahmed to like the live for Ahmed, which I don't know if that carries over. I don't know if that means anything to like somebody individually, but you can do that. And let's get to 2K for Ahmed, y'all. Free Palestine. Hell yeah. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Cece, go ahead. What would you like to say about the topic?
Well, women, for the most part, are community leaders. So
Yes.
even if not by rank and file, by actions and empathy. So when a woman's happy, she's going to put her, and she feels supported and safe, she's going to put that energy, that empathy, that love back into not only her family, but her family that surrounds her in the community. Absolutely.
Wow.
I think when a man's happy, he just absorbs it. When a woman is happy, she multiplies it and shares it.
Now that's a very long story short way of explaining it. I like that. Even if you can't gift, every follow and share helps. Hell yes. Thank you so much for that, Marks. I need to sit up straight. That's why I'm having so many problems. And also, like, if you want to come up just for the sake of clout, come on up so we can get more people in here, so we can get Ahmed to 2K. Yeah, it's like, and also opposition is welcome on this topic. If opposition wants to come up into the box, do come up. But yeah, it's like, and I think men are realizing that women realize this. Oh, okay. I'm gonna let Stacy up.
Stacy's invisible.
Yeah, Stacy's still loading in. Hey, Stacy. Stacy, you good? Hello, Becoming Calm. Hello, writers. I'm gonna say hey to some people. Hello, Nikki. Foam rollers are amazing for back pain. Yeah, for real. Hey, Jasmine. Okay, I'm gonna drop somebody for Jasmine. I'm gonna drop a few people so we can also have opposition up.
I can drop if needed. That's cool. You can drop me.
Okay, cool. Thank you. All right. Boop. There we go.
West,
Can't talk. Just
share
want to
an
boost you good.
observation?
Oh, go ahead.
I live in a very small rural town in Pennsylvania. And one thing that I have noticed, to go into a little more detail on the topic, is that like we have a big community townwide event on May 11th. Everyone in the planning committee, everyone that is gathering donations, everyone that is putting in the work and the steps, all women.
Yep, as usual.
So, but it's funny because the men will take the credit of the success of the town.
How so?
Well, when you look at like the councils, the women do the work, but the men hold the positions.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean like the councils versus the committee?
Yeah, if you were to go to like a zoning meeting or a small business association or chamber of commerce, it's men, or a school board meeting, it's all men. However, women are the ones that are making the things happen. And without those events and without that community, those positions mean nothing.
Right. something like hindering the women from like just
They
like
just
putting themselves in those seats?
they just don't get elected. Like they run.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a
Oh, I
very
hate
good
it here.
old boy kind of town. So
Okay. That's what I was starting to figure. That sucks. Uh, everybody, please do help me in welcoming the incomparable, the unmistakable, the unimaginable force of nature themselves, Jasmine Sherman. Jasmine, what would you like to say about the topic?
You are too kind. I could wait my turn. No one ever has to drop for me. Y'all are so dope. No, so I just yesterday this topic, and then I believe it was Cece that was just talking about how in their town, men hold the elected positions, but the individuals that make the meetings, make the events occur are all women. And I want people who are like who don't understand this topic to look at who it is that contributes to the little things in your community. Who are you seeing sweeping your sidewalks? Who are you seeing planting the flowers? Who are you seeing checking on neighbors when they're sick? Right? Like those are things that I think people need to understand that women are contributing. I would also encourage those women when they don't get elected to not do that labor. And that's the hard part, I think, because it's like a weaponized incompetence. Because when you didn't win your election and you still did the things, it's your town. You love where you live, so you don't want it to fail. But that's why they don't put you in positions of power. You're already doing the work. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'll be mute.
you're fine. That's the thing, though. You're doing the work for free. You gotta stop doing the work for free. Go ahead,
that
Cece.
it just makes me feel icky. Yeah, that is the hardest part, right? That's because we don't want to disappoint our children. We don't want to harm the school. And we know if we're the only ones it's not like if we don't do it, they'll step up and do it. It just doesn't get done. And that's
I
kind
mean,
of
sometimes you just gotta let shit fail for people to realize how great you are. Like I know that
it's
sucks,
true.
and I know that's hurtful, but
Yeah.
like you gotta go ahead and let shit fail.
Yeah.
So being a mother and wife is free work. What? Storm, do you have enough people to come up? You don't even have enough people to come up.
I would say, depending on who you're married to and who your children are, yeah, becoming a mother and a wife is sometimes a lot of free labor that you don't get sick days for, right?
Yeah, for real.
It's like I don't celebrate Christmas, but there's some type of tradition with y'all in stockings. And if the mother doesn't put something for herself in a stocking, she doesn't get anything. Are you being facetious? I'm confused.
No, it's like, and that's what I said in the other live about daughters. Daughters will see their mothers making these sacrifices, and sometimes sons will too. Depending if you raised a good son, he'll see you too, and they'll put something in your stocking when you become an adult. But like over time when they're children, obviously they can't do that. Emotional labor is real too, for real.
A thing that I think that we as individuals who are femme presenting need to understand is that there are going to be women who will also lead us astray. And I look at that because there are women that we know were child brides who then let their children be child brides because, well, that's what I did. That's enough. Why isn't it good enough for you? Like us,
Right.
it's a character in The Handmaid's Tale, but that's still a femme presenting person. The woman from Epstein Island, Elaine Maxwell, she's still a woman, right? There, women can contribute and uphold the patriarchy, just like Candace Owens can contribute to white supremacy. These things can happen, and we have to start being discerning about who we encounter, no matter what they present as.
Right. I sent Scotty Don't an invite. Scotty Don't has no people to come up. Scotty Don't, get your ass up here. Bring that ass. Hello, Mouse 420. Hello, Joni. Um, gonna take a quick pause. Everybody, like, please do tap that screen. Let's get to 30K likes. Thank y'all so much for 25.6. Let's get to 30K. Let's get the shares up from 236 to 250. Let's get 250 shares. Let's get people in here in the discussion. Opposition is welcome on the panel. Don't be a keyboard coward. Come right on up. And if you have the capacity, please do gift. Right now, we're prioritizing gifting Ahmed. We're trying to get Ahmed to 2K. We're going to give it a few more minutes to get Ahmed to 2K. And then we're going to let Ahmed scroll on to, spread the wealth. So if you have the capacity, please do gift Ahmed. Even a rose helps. You can also individually like Ahmed, which will raise the coin. Ooh, excuse me. It'll raise the coin count, but it doesn't transfer into money. But it'll make it look better at the very least. I'm sure if it raises the coin count, that means it also does something in the algorithm for Ahmed. So please do gift Ahmed. All right, right on. Thank you, Leona. I know what it's like. Work is harder. Storm, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm a housewife because of mental illness, but I provide a home, Yeah, for sure. It's Aja. Please, hello, welcome to the panel. I'm so sorry you haven't gotten to speak yet. What do you have to say about the topic?
Hi, I'm Ajay. I
Okay, my
guess
bad.
no, you're fine, hon. I guess what I wanted to say about the topic is like just hearing all the stuff. Like it's just sad, because the topic speaks to the fact that matriarchal societies are more egalitarian, and why patriarchal societies are not. Because I don't know why, when men are in power, they seek to only benefit themselves. I can give you an explanation for that, but it's just true. I don't get it, but it's the truth. And like I said, growing up, I watched my mom, be a single mom, and seeing other women, because there was a period of time where we became Mormons. That's an interesting story arc. And
It
I
sounds
saw
interesting.
Yeah, I saw the way those, because my mom was never the type to tell me, like, of course she exhibited some like internalized misogyny, but she never like wanted to indoctrinate me with like traditional roles or other nonsense. There were times where she would like complain in the sense that she wishes that she could have a stay-at-home wife life instead, because she assumed that it would be easier, because that's what a lot of us are told, that getting to stay home and not work is the easy life, when in reality it's not. Right? We have this false perception of what being a stay-at-home mother is. Like, you're just taking it easy. But I saw like what a lot of those women went through, and it really changed like the way I look at this whole idea of traditionalism, and then that began, my deconstruction from religion and so on and so forth, because it was sad. It was sad watching women who didn't have a way out. There was one. So if you don't know the way Mormon churches work, right? They have different people do sermons sometimes. And one time, this mother got up there, and she had just given birth, and I watched her for an hour gaslight herself into thinking that she wasn't being grateful enough because she hated, you know, um, everything that was going on at home. She hated all the stress she was under, and she just gaslit herself into thinking that she just wasn't grateful to God enough. And that really like shook me. It was like, wait,
Yeah.
girl, no, you're dealing with postpartum depression. It's not that you're not praising God hard enough, like you're mentally unwell. And it's okay for you
Yeah.
not to want to be taking care of kids all the time. Like it was, and I didn't even know what postpartum depression was at the time. But because I was like younger, and I was listening to her, and I'm like, wait a minute, no,
Yeah.
I think you need to go see a doctor, not gaslight yourself into thinking that you're not being holy enough or whatever. Yeah, it was rough.
But
But
that's a
yeah.
commentary on how women care about community, though, because like she wouldn't have done that if she didn't feel like a responsibility towards her community. Like what she did
She
was messed up,
did,
and it was definitely like, oh my god. But like,
but she
you know,
thought she was genuinely spreading a good message that, oh, she thought she was doing the right thing for the community. That, oh, let me get up here and let me preach about how, this stuff, because she genuinely thought that she had to be more grateful, that she wasn't doing a good enough job, and that her being more holy and in turn everybody else being more holy would help them.
Somebody said that the topic is a lie. If you disagree with the topic, come up. Don't be a keyboard coward. Get your ass up in this box. If you want to try to come back up, Stacy, I'll let you back up if you want to send a request. But yeah, that's fucking sad. Oh my god, I hope that lady's living a better life now if she's still alive, because that's awful.
I hope so too, but to be completely honest with you, I don't really know, because like I said, I watched, there are women in that church who, like, their relationship would go bad, but the Mormons, they don't believe in divorce, and also, like, the partner you, like, marry in the temple is like your forever partner. So if you break up with them, like, good luck getting to the highest realms of heaven. You're not going. So there were women who, like, were in relationships they weren't satisfied with. Like, one woman I knew in particular, she was the sweetest lady, but she slept on a recliner in the living room every night because she didn't want to be in the same bed with her husband, and it's just nothing she could do about it, but just, I don't know, go sleep in another room. You don't have to be with him, but she gotta
That's
stay there.
sad.
She gotta stay in the
That
house.
is
She
so
gotta
sad.
take care of the kids.
What? Wait a minute. What does Mormonism say about cohabitating? Because you can be married and live in separate houses.
So the thing about that is they're very, like, nuclear family-ish. So, like, if the appearance of the family, like, if their family unit as a whole is not representing the nuclear family, like, mom and dad are at home with all the kids, the wife stays
Yeah.
home, the wife doesn't really work, like, there isn't really a way for her to, like, work around that. But
Sounds like a cult to
I
me.
I hope she, got out, so that she doesn't have to sleep on a recliner for the rest of her life. She doesn't deserve that.
Yeah, they don't believe in divorce, but that doesn't mean you can't get one.
I mean, you can
Stacey.
get one, but the likelihood, like, you're gonna feel terrible about yourself, because you can get a divorce legally, but in terms of, like, they believe in, like, what is that nonsense some people say, not a spiritual bond but a soul tie or some nonsense. Yeah, they do believe
Oh
that
yeah.
certain soul ties are permanent, so, like, you can get out, you can get a divorce, but technically you're not going to heaven, like the highest realm,
Oh, Cliff.
because there's three heavens in Mormonism.
I'll take the condo. I'll take the bunk bed. I don't give a shit. Want to be a musician? You have enough people to come up, so get your ass into the box. Bring that ass on up here. Uh, Ballerina, please
I
go
think
next.
wannabe is mistaking. Hi.
What? Hi.
I was anyways. Haha. I was saying I think that wannabe is mistaking, not doing labor for everybody for acting like a baby. Like, oh, no, I'm not going to pick up after you. I'm not going to cook for you because you can do it. You're a grown adult. I am tired of this. Like, I think that wannabe is mistaking not giving everybody what they need for acting like a baby.
Well, let's
Because
let
he should
wannabe
see a
speak
man
for
when he's
himself.
sick.
Well, no, let's let Wannabe speak for himself. Wannabe has enough people to come up. He can come up here and talk his shit on his own. Like, don't do the labor for him. Let him come the fuck up here and speak his shit. Hey, Naomi, how you doing?
Very true.
You.
Oh, I
I
didn't
have
hear.
my art
Go
show
ahead.
on first Friday. It's the first Friday of the month. So we do art show tonight, which is really fun. And I know it has nothing to do with the topic, but I'm really excited because I found fake fingernails that have mushrooms on them, and all my art is mushrooms this month. So
Oh, nice. That's cute.
yeah.
So what do you want to show us what you're going to put on display?
Oh, well, I'll show you guys my newest one that I'm working on. And
okay.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay. Call it dying inside right now. Call a doctor. Oh my god. All right, y'all. It's been quite a bit of time, and Ahmed hasn't gotten to 2K. Let's get Ahmed to 500, and then we're gonna let him go. Please do tap that screen. Let's get to 30K likes. Thank y'all so much. Oh shoot, y'all look at the screen. Look at Naomi.
I swear you are so talented. I love that.
That is so cool.
It's so cute.
Like at first it was like they said those are mushrooms, but there's people inside the mushrooms. But life lives in mushrooms, so I'm just learning.
Yeah.
I
thought
love that.
really like 60s futuristic psychedelic mushrooms. So I went with the idea that there are a hotel. I'm going to put neon in there that's going to glow in the dark, and then I'm going to put in some light bugs up above, lighting up the whole area with the glow in the dark paint.
Yeah.
That's so
Thank you for
cute.
that, Stacy. That is super cute. Thank you, Stacy. I know you're doing the free labor in here. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
For sure. That's super cute, Naomi. I'm gonna put Ahmed on the big screen, and we're gonna get Ahmed to 500. We're gonna let him go.
Okay.
Bam. Please do gift Ahmed. We're gonna get Ahmed to. Hey, there you go. That's what's up. Thank you. All right, y'all. We're gonna let Ahmed go. We're gonna go back to the topic. Thank y'all so much for your kindness and generosity. Free Palestine as always. All right, I'm gonna make myself bigger. All right, y'all please do at Ahmed with hearts and Palestine flags. And if you have the capacity to turn your screen on, please do turn on your camera to hand heart Ahmed. There you go. Hand hearts for Palestine, y'all. Heck yeah. All right, y'all. See you next time, Ahmed. Right on. Thank y'all so much. Every time somebody comes in, we're gonna do the best we can to help them out. So y'all heard about the catastrophe with the food drops. They were dropping boxes in the ocean. They were dropping boxes on people. And then they dropped rotten food, and then they dropped pork. It's just been one big fucking mess. And Ahmed raises money to buy food for his community because the United States fucking sucks. And Israel fucking sucks because they are actively physically blocking any form of land aid. And unfortunately, the value between the one American dollar is 27 Israeli shekel. You know, they also have their currency, which fucking sucks too. So yeah, we do whatever we can with with Palestinians that come into the live. Hello, Coco. Thank you for the follow. And thank y'all so much for your support. We are going to keep the live going. Thank y'all so much for your support. Free Palestine. And I'm going to go back to the format that I was in so y'all can see it better. Hang on. Unshrink myself first because it won't do it. Bam. They also drop the amount of people we can have up in a live depending on the thing. BRB. Okay. Pork is mad disrespectful. Extremely. And also thank y'all so much for the follows and the shares. Let's get the shares up to 250. And please do keep tapping that screen until we get to 30K likes. Thank y'all so much. Cece, I see you're unmuted. Do you have something else you want to add to the topic?
Oh no, I'm sorry. As I'm sitting here clicking, I'll pop down to give you some room.
Oh, you're good.
I hope you all have a
Ballerina.
great day.
Oh, for sure. Same to you, Cece. Thank you for coming in. Ballerina, what else would you like to say about the topic?
I was about to say something about what you were talking about, the transfer rate and trying to feed people, how they're blocking land aid. But a lot of us may already know this, but what some people don't recognize is that they have also, there were no stores of food stashed before all of this started because they limited what came in to basically the calories required to stay alive. There was no infrastructure to be able to, purify water or catch it from rain or anything like that because the IOF would literally destroy it. So they have like nothing. Like they weren't allowed to create a support system of being able to survive something like this. And now they're going through it. And that's what makes all of this so essential. Like even just, this is awesome that you do this on here because it helps even the tiniest bit to try to do something.
Of course.
And that was just something I was thinking on about when you were talking about, feeding their communities is that, it's even more than if we had a tornado here where I live and then all of my food in my fridge went out or whatnot. There's still like canned food that I could eat. There are still people that would like band together to help people in disasters. Here is nothing like anything we've ever experienced. On the topic itself though, like, yeah, I've said it in the chat, when women are supported and happy, they give out to their whole community. Like I'm constantly doing emotional and mental labor for my family. And it's not just that, I'm also doing behind the scenes labor. Like it's invisible stuff that I do where I arrange things specific ways because we live in a small space so that it's easier for the people who live with me to be able to like get their boots off the boot warmer or get, their favorite toys out of a specific space. I put a lot of time and energy into all these little tiny aspects of making life easier and better for the family that I love. And the farm that I live at, other people that are here. And that is not to say that men never ever do those things, but when a man feels content and happy, they're not necessarily always thinking on all these little ways to make everybody around them happy and joyful. As a whole, that's not to say men don't ever do it, but as a whole, because oftentimes they wait for a prompt for instruction, they'll be more amenable to doing something for somebody if they ask, but they have to ask. And that whether men like to acknowledge that or accept that or not, it's well known and well shown that we often have to ask, give a list, all these things rather than having the just thinking of what might make something easier for me. Right?
For sure. So we got a lot of keyboard warriors and keyboard cowards in the chat. Y'all come up. Bring that ass up here and talk your shit. I invited somebody else who said they're always seeing women tear each other down. Come on up. We can talk about that too. And also you don't coach football and help people and support families when you're not happy. If you do it when you're unhappy, then you're not doing a good job and you're doing more harm than good. Because as somebody else who's also a community organizer, I know that I'm not my best self when I'm not in a good mood. Your mood does affect your work, and especially has an impact when you're working with other people. So you're just advertising how emotionally unintelligent you are when you say shit like that. When a man is happy, he provides for the community. Okay, the president, come on up. You can't even come up. All these people talking shit can't even come up.
You're not the president, Jasmine is.
Hang on, Brandon.
Sorry.
Okay then, L, come up. L unicorn or whatever the fuck. Come up. Get up, get on up. Either you're coming up or you're gonna get the boot. Those are your options. Come up. All right, go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't come up prior because I have a noisy background. It wasn't a sense of talking shit, and it's El Unicornio. It's just unicorn in Spanish.
Okay.
But yeah, when it comes to the 4B movement, majority of what I've seen in social media, like yourself, streaming, it's majority of women tearing each other apart. I understand that the movement is against pretty much all the shit that men have caused. But it's
So when
crazy to
have you
me.
seen? So
I
when
mean,
have you
I can
seen
scroll.
somebody in
I
my
can
life?
scroll up my life. I'm just like I found your live feed. You know, it's crazy. I don't follow any of the movements. I don't. It's just. It's pretty much what's trending right now. So within the last week, you know, every time I see a live, I see a handful of men talking about it, and then majority of the men that I've seen have been pretty much supporting it. I've seen a few guys tearing people down because of it, talking shit. But what's crazy to me is majority of the people that I see trying to tear it down or just make jokes about it are other women. And it's other women in the black community. I haven't seen many other women in other communities. And to me, that's very bizarre. And I don't know why that's not a talking point of y'all's. How do you all feel about the women that are bashing what you're trying to do? You know, I
What other
understand
people
it's
doing? Ain't
men.
nobody. All right, you keep monologuing. Stop monologuing.
It's
You
not
asked if you
monologuing.
ask a
I'm just
if you
telling
ask
you
a.
what I've seen.
Okay, so this is how a conversation works. When you ask somebody a question, you stop and you let them answer. That is how a conversation works. I'm sorry you had to learn that here, but that's how this works. So you said, first of all, black. You came into a Black AFAB's live and said black women are tearing other women down. Sir, nobody here has torn anybody down all day. I don't know how long you've been sitting in here. Like, I've never seen you before.
I wasn't
But
talking
like,
in your live in particular. I was just talking.
well,
That's
then
why
why
I
did you bring
stated.
it up?
Well, what I stated was as I'm going through TikTok and I'm seeing other lives. That's what I stated. I saw other people's lives, and a majority of the lives that I've seen, when it comes to people that are against this movement, it's been a lot of women, and that's
Okay,
what's
name
been
one.
very bizarre to me. As to you
Name one.
know, I don't follow any of these people. It's just what's on the
Name
live.
one. No, just you don't have to
How
follow
do I
somebody and
name
name them.
people that
Just
I
name
don't?
them.
I couldn't tell you what your name is or what the name of your thing is. I just scroll up and down and I see and I sit for a few seconds and then I move on.
So why should we
I'm not
believe your
following it.
baseless statement? For
It's
real,
just my
you're making
statement.
it.
It's my opinion. Like it's just what I've noticed and what I've experienced. So, and my question
Okay,
is to you
well,
then is what do
welcome to
you
the real
feel
world where we don't
about
do that. Yeah,
what?
citation
Have
needed for real, for
opinions?
real.
The real
Like
world we don't have
it's
opinions?
not.
I'm confused.
It's not about having an opinion. You stated an objectable fact. You have seen people. You have seen
Yes.
mostly
That
black
is what I've
women
experienced.
tear down the movement, and you can't name one. So what's up?
Because I don't
What's
follow them.
really up?
That's literally how the algorithm
You don't
works.
have
It's
to
what's
follow
trending.
somebody to read. You can just
I
fucking
don't
read.
read what?
At the very
If I'm
top is
not
a person's
interested enough
name.
into what's going on, what I'm supposed to just remember what their names are?
If you're not interested, why are
Can
you
I
in the
interject?
lives? Stop.
I'm just letting you know
If you're
that
not interested,
when I'm randomly going
all
through it.
right, you need to learn how to have a conversation. If you're gonna come up and say you see, if you're gonna be in the chat and then come up and saying that you're seeing this problem and you can't cite your sources, what the fuck are you even doing?
What sources do I cite? It's just TikTok streams, and it's just letting you know that that's what I've seen. I'm not trying to remember these people's names. I don't agree with whatever they're doing. So to me, it doesn't matter to remember their names or who they are. But that's just something that I've
If
noticed
you don't agree with what
in
they're
the
doing,
algorithm.
why come to a new space where that isn't happening and bring the toxicity that you said was
I'm
occurring
not
in
bringing
those?
any
Hold on,
toxicity.
wait,
I'm
wait, let
making
me
a
finish.
statement of what
No,
I've.
you came
So
and
what you're
said,
not gonna do? Hang on, Jasmine. So what you're not gonna do is talk over women. Step one.
That's
And
fine, but
step two. All right, you can shut the fuck up forever. See ya. Bye.
but
Anyway.
my issue was if he's not supportive of the behaviors he saw, why would you come to a space where people are not tearing people down and go, oh, I saw somebody doing X? What negative thing would you like to say about somebody doing X? Can't give context for X, can't give any, but I'm not trying to start trouble. I just want to start trouble. Like that doesn't make sense to me. Because over here, where we weren't talking about 4B, we were talking about a community that's happy. You brought that up. This live wasn't even about 4B. It was about community.
So I do have like for all intents and purposes, I do have 4B in my intro, and I do have 4B as my name. It's just like, you can come in and look at the prompt. It's like sometimes men just refuse to read, and I don't see how they haven't gone extinct yet, because they refuse to read. Decenter men, for real. Tap the screen to protect the live. Yes, please do tap the screen. We're at 29.8 likes, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Let's get to 30K likes real quick. Because women are keeping them alive, for real. This is the thing. Like, women, please build your own communities and let them motherfuckers suffocate. They don't know how to cook. Just let them go. This is a lie. Okay, cool. Come up. Oh no, user social security number doesn't have enough people to come up. I guess he's just gonna have to be a keyboard warrior.
Can I just say to the men in here,
go ahead,
mostly, but also lesbians and basically everyone. I'm going to say it to everybody. As a happy woman, my husband, he works and then he comes home and he does the dishes because I made dinner, and he appreciates what I do. And then when I'm in pain, he gives me back rubs because he knows that I need that, and he helps to make me happy. He always puts me in the forefront of his thought processes. And because of that, I do the same with him. Because I'm happy, I'm able to give everything of myself to the rest of the world. And I really appreciate that. So that's just something to think about. And there we go.
Exactly. Zach, you have enough people to come up. Come up. Come on up. We don't do keyboard cowards. You either come up or you get kicked. Come on up. That shows the prompt is BS. Okay, then, K Breezy, come up. Come on up. Come on up. People aren't used to, like, oh no, they're actually letting up opposition, and we're totally gonna drag you. Come up. When you make your husband happy, does the community benefit from it? I don't know. I mean, your husband counts as a member of the community, so yeah, I guess. Zero substance says no. Okay, I can pose this question to everybody then, and I'll also pose this question to the panel. When you make your husband happy, does the community benefit from it? Y'all feel free to answer. One at a time. We're gonna let Jasmine go first, and we're gonna go from the bottom up.
When a individual, so I don't have a husband. I've never been in the business of centering or making men happy, so I couldn't answer that question. I pass.
Okay, go ahead, Unicorn.
I also don't have a husband. I have a fiance, but so the question is, when I make him happy, is that making the community happy? Well,
no, the question is, if your husband is happy, does that help does your husband help the community, go out to help the community? Fights the air.
I don't. I would say no, just because, like.
Hang on. That's I'm being corrected. Also, Zach, you are on your second invite. If you get invited again and you refuse again, you're getting the boot. We don't do keyboard cowards in here. When you make your husband happy, does the community benefit from it? So I guess only people with husbands can answer the question.
Yeah.
Naomi, we know you have a husband. Go ahead.
I would say yes, but it always has to be interdependent. I mean, I really think that's something we really don't talk about a lot in our society is interdependence. There's always the idea we're either individuals or there's a codependent. Interdependence is like essential, I think, to basically any relationship you have.
Right.
And Sorry, my mind went on another thought process.
So like my
But,
thing is this question asking if does your husband count as the community? And I say yes, your husband counts as the community.
Yes,
So
agreed.
yeah, you still made the community happy.
Right, exactly. Because I mean, they're a happier person that affects other people. But I think it also depends on the man.
Hey Mobissimo. Right on. That's fair. Does anybody else up here have a husband? Or is that it?
I have a domestic partner. I don't believe in marriage anymore because every time I get married, it's fucking hell. I actually, when we were having this prompt the other day and I got off, I actually sat and I talked to my partner a little bit because I was like, hey, I wanted to ask you a question. And they're like, okay. And I was like, do you feel like your happiness is prioritized in our household? And they wanted to say yes, but when we sat talking about it, I was like, okay, what can I do to help prioritize that? And in the discussion realized that they weren't saying, they were like, it's literally nothing you can do. I just stress myself out thinking that my happiness isn't a priority because there's so much that I have to do. I need to do this, I need to do that. And I feel guilty when I try to do that. And I was like, okay, so you need me to help you prioritize that more often. And they're like, yeah, because like you don't ever make me feel like it's not a priority and you make me take care of myself. And if it weren't for you, I wouldn't do that. And that's kind of an example of how, when a woman is happy, they are contributing to the world around them. They're like, hey, are you taking care of you? You need to be doing that. Hey, how can I do something fun with you today? This, that, and the other. So I don't know. That's all I have on it.
Okay, that's fair. We got somebody who's come up. Thank y'all so much for the follows. Oh, we have another Ahmed coming up. It's the second one from yesterday. Oh, we also have Toke. Oh, I'm gonna let Toke up, and then I'm gonna let Ahmed up.
I'm going to drop.
Okay. Oh, Toke did not connect. All right, I'm gonna let Ahmed up. I'm also gonna let Ben up. All right. Hey Ahmed, how you doing? Hey. All right, y'all. Ahmed is also in Palestine. She's a Palestinian woman. I don't know her backstory, and that doesn't fucking matter. She's in Palestine. Let's give her some money. Let's get Ahmed up to 500. Let's get Ahmed to 500, y'all. Free Palestine for real, for real. I'm going to mute Ahmed, and then Ben, you can talk. Okay. Go ahead, Ben.
Hi there. So
How
sorry about there real quick. I got in a phone call, so that's the reason why I was disconnected earlier. Sorry.
Okay.
So this is just because I've already responded to this yesterday. I think I kind of want to say something, and if I cross the line, please just correct me or whatever. I feel like men are not really contributing to the community as much as they contribute to the providing. Does that make any sense? Not all men. Don't get me wrong on that. But I feel like some men, we provide to the main person, as we say, the woman. We give them the substance or whatever it may be, and they distribute it. So can I say that much, or is that crossing the line? From a man's perspective.
mean, it's like I feel like that's still an unequitable statement. But somebody might be able to articulate the point better than I can. Jasmine, you can respond first.
That men can say anything they want, right? In regard to the contributions, I don't see enough men providing, and I want to say that you can't can't claim provider status if your partner also has to work. You're both paying the rent. You're both paying the light bill. So you're not providing. You're being a great roommate, and I feel like people get lost on then versus now. The concept of a man providing was literally was not able to have a bank account, was not able to get a job. When women were able to get a job, it was because they didn't want white women to work, so they forced freed black women to work in white households, right? You can't say you're the provider if they're also, now if you're in your household, if you are paying the bills, the light bill, the rent, the mortgage, and you're not financially abusing your spouse, because that's a key thing too. The lights are paid, but do I have to come ask you for $20 to go to wherever I'm going? I wouldn't feel comfortable in that situation. But that to me, I think is the difference for me when I hear a man say, I'm a provider. How are you providing if I'm at work too? When they say they're a protector, how are you a protector? I have my own. Those are my theories on it. I'll land my plane.
Do you want me to respond or do you want me to wait?
You're on mute, host. You're on mute, host.
Thank you. I'm over here talking. So please do wait. I want to say something real quick. So if you're opposition, I dropped Naomi so opposition can come up. So if you're in opposition, come on up. What in the man bashing is this? I mean, you pretty much already said it. Tessa, we're gonna wait to see if some of these like shit talkers in the comments want to come up. What is wgtow? Wgtow is women going their own way. You can look that up on Google. It was a term that was coined in the early 2000s. Women make their own money now. Yep. All right. So yeah, so if you want to be a keyboard cower, you are going to get the boot. If you have enough people to come up and you don't come up and you're opposition, come up.
Am I allowed to respond to the statement or?
Oh yeah, you're allowed to respond. Just wait a minute. So thank y'all for 34K likes. Let's get to 35K likes. I have 34.3 on my screen. Please do gift Ahmed. Let's get Ahmed to 500. Ahmed is at 99 right now. Let's get Ahmed to 500. Okay, Ben, you can go ahead and respond.
Hi there. Okay, so I do want to say that I have never been married. I was raised by women and by my grandmothers at that. So I am kind of more old school, new school, kind of in the middle. So in my head, I try to help people that need help. So I don't know, maybe I'm just a little different from most other guys. I don't know what other people do. I just know that I do help out the community a little bit more than what most other people do. So, but I don't know. I always try to go out of my way. I guess self-sacrifice a lot more than most. I guess so. I guess maybe I'm in that mindset still.
What does old school? You said that yesterday too. What does old school mean? Like, does that mean you don't have intercourse before marriage? You are courting people, picking them up at their house, meeting their family, and going on group dates? What does old school mean and the way
So
you continue to use it?
So yes, so partly yes, and the reason why I say new school, old school, it's personally yes, I'm more old school. I like meeting parents. I like, you know, doing those things. I like being a part with my partner. They're not just, you know, to a lot of I hate it saying this, but there are a lot of men who look at women as just objects, and it pisses me off. And I'm sorry if I speak up a little bit about this, but it pisses me off because there are no very good men anymore who are actually genuinely caring about the person that they're with.
So you meet the parents, you don't have sex before marriage.
So that's where the new school part comes in. I will admit that's where the new school comes in. I am a very
Hang on, Ben.
Oh,
Ben, hang on a second. Jasmine, please go ahead and state your point.
So the reason I'm asking that, right, when you go, I am about protecting, providing, I'm old school, right? It just sounds like you're willing to meet their parents. Like old school would be like you sitting down with their father, talking about a dowry, talking about how you're going to provide for this person. Like that's what I would think of it. I always struggle when people go, I'm old school, and then the only old school thing that they do is they picked you up at your house.
So for me, it's actually the respect side of it. It's not so much of like, oh, hey, I am here to I know this is going to sound so wrong. I am here to collect your daughter and all that. No, not that kind of old school. Just more or less, hey, I'm not ashamed. I'm not trying to hide from your parents. I am proud of our relationship kind of situation. Does that make more sense?
It just so I can't change your perception of it. I do hear you that you are a person that like lets people know who you are when you pick someone up. I do feel like it doesn't sound like you're very old school in terms of what the other understanding of old school implies. But I can't judge you. I've never dated you. I don't know. I'm sure you're a wonderful person, but it just sounds like words to me.
Can I pop back in about the having been married to people and when you make them happy and work hard, what the results of that is?
Oh, sure.
I've been married. I look a little younger than I am. I've been married twice to men, and in both situations, I was the primary financial provider. And in one situation, I was the sole financial provider. And it's just like that viral song. I was also expected to be doing a lot of house maintenance, cooking dinner, cleaning up after dinner. So they had all of this stuff put forth for them in a way that their lives were so free that they could 40 hours a week volunteer within the community. And these were people that I obviously saw something in them. Sometimes we would meet at events for the community, but once they had that comfort and happiness of being taken care of, it became a chore to get them to come to community events. I would have to drag them tooth and nail to go to a protest, to be like, we're here to, we met trying to help people out, and now I have.
I'm sorry, you cut out.
And some people are provided everything for them, and their society is built to cater to them. They suddenly don't feel that discomfort and don't feel the need to protest or be active on the behalves of people who don't have that same comfort anymore.
So you got with a narcissist that tricked you into thinking that he was a good person, and then it was bullshit.
Yes, and it happens so frequently that, because those are the two marriages, but I've also dated other people, that it's kind of like, it's a pattern that's established that when somebody, and this isn't all people, this is just the pattern that I've seen, that when society is built for you, when you're comfortable, it's a lot harder to see the discomfort of other people.
So that goes right back into what we were saying. When a woman is happy, the community benefits from it. When a man is happy, only he benefits from it. That's exactly what you just said.
Yes, ma'am, with some evidence, and I can give the names if you want to.
Oh no, you don't. We don't like name drop. Like when I was getting onto Unicorn, it was like we were talking about other TikTokers, but when it comes to like real life experiences, we don't do names in here. Also, my pronouns are he, him. I am transmasculine. Don't worry about it. You're all good. Let's get Ahmed to 500, y'all. Ahmed is at 109. Let's get Ahmed to 500. Please gift Ahmed. And thank y'all so much for 36.4k likes. Let's get to 40k likes. Let's get to 40k likes, y'all. And also, let's get up to 250 shares. Right out, we're at 242 shares. Let's get to 250 shares. We appreciate you, King. It's all good. And also, if there are people being problematic in the chat and they want to be keyboard warriors, mods, feel free to boot their asses. We don't do that here. And thank y'all so much for. Oh, somebody started a poll. Oh yeah, thank you. Right on. Thank you for putting the poll up. That and putting using the other features does help. Using stickers and polls does actually help the live. I was gonna make a poll earlier and I forgot. Thank y'all so much. Ben, do you have anything that you would like to say in response to that?
I just think and this is not going to make me sound any good, but honestly, I think there's a lot of trash men in the world anymore, and I'm a guy that tries my best to do what I can, and it frustrates me when I hear things like that where a woman is literally babying these men, and it's like I'm out here working, trying to do the best I can, and I'm just trying to find a woman that will want to be with me and be equal partners. At least this is just how I feel. I'm just saying it gets frustrating for me in that sense.
And also, don't worry about tripping all over yourselves. We already know, like, I feel like everybody in here is an adult, and we already know people are nuanced. Do not bother tripping over yourselves to say not all, because we already know that. Um, but my thing is like, on one hand, everybody's experiences is anecdotal, and on the other hand, we get these statistics from a collection of events, and like there are so many women out here that are just going off the bare minimum of like, he doesn't hit me and he doesn't cheat on me and stuff. Like, sis, those are the bare minimum. What is he doing to fulfill your life? What is he doing to go out of his way to make you happy? That is the point. The background just tells me we know that men will continue to benefit society regardless. I mean, only if women, I mean, like, that only works if women continue to stay with men. When the movement is about women just dropping men.
Yeah.
So you actually won't be happy because women are going to leave y'all the fuck alone.
So talking about numbers. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ben.
I just wanted to make a quick statement on something that you said. About, hitting being the bare minimum. I'm sorry, and this another thing that frustrates me. Any person that hits you does not love you, and you should immediately leave. And I understand it's hard sometimes. It frustrates me so much because I've been both. Yeah, I no, but just
okay.
please.
Somebody, it's all good. Is wgtow pro celibacy? Not necessarily. Also, we use the term, I think abstinent is the term, the non-religious term. Celibacy is religious, abstinence is non-religious as far as I know. So wgtow is, you can do whatever you want. You don't have to be celibate. It's just about not having sex with men. So no. Uh Tessa, you can go, and then I want Thee to go because Thee hasn't talked in a while.
Thank you. I just speaking of numbers and talking about bare minimums, I wish I could remember the study that I had read on this, because I did a report on this a very long time ago, like almost 10 years ago. So the numbers have probably shifted some. But during this time, I found out that when they adjust for a man and a woman in a relationship together who both work 40 hours a week, when they adjust for outdoor chores to be more difficult, not regardless of how much time it takes, but they just weighted like mowing the lawn as a more difficult chore, so they gave them more credit for it. Women still did 20% more housework than men on average. And that was in what people would consider a fair sharing, we both contribute relationship. So even in this idea that we might have of, oh, well, we both work and we both do a little bit of housework, that's still radically unfair.
Mm-hmm. World, you can go next. Because I know you haven't talked in a minute. It's the Man Hater Club. Oh, I'm so threatened by the hatred of men, even though that doesn't affect me systemically at all. Oh! All right, I don't know if World is still here. I'm going to go ahead and drop World, though. I do want to have people on the panel that are saying something. Unicorn, do you have anything to add? Can I get my Man Hater pen? For real. Give me my Man Hater pen.
If there's
Yeah.
love to see the size options.
For real. Go ahead, Unicorn.
Can you all hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So I was just gonna say, yeah, I mean, in that world where, we both work, we both take care of the housework, it's usually the woman doing the cooking and the cleaning up after and the serving, plus on top of the laundry, plus on top of, washing the windows, cleaning the walls. Like, men usually don't think about stuff like that. the floors, like, and men are like, oh, I'll take out the trash and I'll mow the yard. Maybe I'll paint the house a couple times a year. But, like, if you really look at it, even if they're both working the same amount of hours and somehow making the same amount of money, because we all know about the pay gap, like, how is that any way 50-50 or fair?
Exactly. Y'all check out CJ. I love that. All right, y'all. We got Ahmed to 208. We're gonna get Ahmed to 5. Let's get Ahmed to 500, y'all. Uh, Ahmed is a Palestinian woman. I don't need a backstory. Give people in Palestine money. Let's get Ahmed to 500, y'all. Jasmine, apparently there is a pin. Do you think that this could be a part of your campaign material? Professional
Me,
man hater.
as long as you put fat in front of it, fat professional man hater. Vote Sherman in 2024. I'm fat, I'm professional, and I hate a lot of people who happen to be men. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm down for it.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. I'll see if I can get that together actually.
And
I think we can make that work. I think we got I have to go. Right on. Thank you for coming up, Ben. You have a good one.
And for people who don't care for me, there is I Can't Stand Jasmine Sherman merch. There's anti-Sherman merch out there. If you don't like my black ass, email me. I'll send you a headshot so you can let people know how much you don't like me. I don't want you to sit with your hatred of me silently. I want people to unite. When they say, how am I going to unite America? I never thought I could do it with hate, but I would love for y'all to hate me enough to come together.
Yeah, there you go. That's what's up. Um, I'm actually a little taken aback. That's actually fucking cool. Right on. Thank you for the puffy heart. Nice speech. No one cares. Okay,
Mac,
then
you
leave.
cared. You cared so much you typed all 7 letters of my name. Told me the
For
speech was nice.
real.
You care a lot. Buy one of the anti-Sherman shirts, Mac.
For real, Matt, come up. So I saw CJ sent you an invite. Come up. Get up here. Come on, Mac. Let's go. You wanted the spotlight. You got it, Mac. Come on up. Let's go. Show me what you got. Show what is it? Shake your ass. Watch yourself. Show me what you're working with. Come on, Mac.
But he's a rapist though.
Oh, what? Are you for
Yeah,
real?
you didn't. Mystical went to jail twice behind that. Yup.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. Oh, I know he went to jail, but I didn't know why.
He got the lady who did his hair.
Come on, dog. That ain't it. I'm glad that we're not silent about stuff like that anymore. But like, okay, so I'll find another song. But like, thank you. We got a med to 300, y'all. Let's get a med to 500. Thank you so much.
So I'm gonna say something that's gonna sound real bad, y'all, and I'm gonna say it now. When we look at all these celebrity relationships, Solange wasn't beating Jay-Z up in an elevator for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, community, right? Community doesn't have to just be the people in your household. And I feel like people come into this live and they misunderstand that the community is not just who you in bed with. It's not just the people in your house. Community. When your grandmother is happy, the whole family is not happy. The matriarch, like, things are not vibing differently. The family dinner isn't. Like, we literally have phrases: happy wife, happy life.
That came from men because those men understood what the fuck was up.
Like, I just feel like when people go, like, community is so much more than the people in our four walls. We could have just said the house, your romantic relationship. Who's obsessed?
Yeah,
I'm
happy house,
definitely
happy spouse.
Hold on. Celebrities are obsessed with us being obsessed about them. What is wrong with you?
You are upset. We talked about celebrities for like less than 5 minutes, and suddenly we're obsessed. You get sniper, get out of here. Fuck off. Anyway, I don't tolerate that bullshit. Fuck out of my life. All right. Anyway,
1950s men they knew what was up because they still depended on them. 1950s man like couldn't boil eggs back then for the most part, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah. Alphabet Mama, I do see you. I'm saving the space for the ops. There's a lot of people talking shit in the chat, so I'm keeping that space open now. So if you want to talk shit, I'm gonna let you come up.
I can get
You can
down for
drop me.
Alphabet for a few minutes if they want to take a little talk. You know, I can make
Oh,
space. I can come right back
Oh no,
up just to get.
you can drop me.
hang on. We have 2 people in competition. Oh, okay. So everybody pause for the cause. We got Ahmed to 500. Y'all, that's 2 people we got to 500. Thank y'all so much. Like, free Palestine for real, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and let Ahmed go because the goal was 500 for each. I always have to take a deep breath before I say this because it's hard to explain. Y'all please send hand hearts, Palestinian flags to Ahmed, tag Ahmed for support. If you have the capacity, please turn on your camera and hand heart Ahmed. So TikTok takes 70% of the gifts, and $1 to Israeli shekel is $1 to 27 cents. I wanted to say 72, but that'd be giving them too much credit. Our dollar is at 72 cents for Israeli shekel, which they have to use in Palestine because that's how colonization works. They take your government and they take your money. So every little bit helps. Even a rose helps. The finger hearts, y'all got the finger hearts up there. Every little bit helps. And I'm going to do my best to use my platform to help everybody in need. And sometimes that also includes myself. So I'm going to let Ovid move on to the next live. And hopefully more people will be able to help them as they go along on their journey today. Thank you so much, Stacy. For those of you who don't know, America has really been fucking up aid. They've dropped boxes into the ocean. They've dropped boxes on people. They've sent them rotten food, and they've sent them pork. So anything you can give directly to Palestinians, please do give it. Right on, unicorn with the finger hearts. Hell yeah. All right, y'all. We're going to let Ahmed move on. Shalom alaikum. Thank you so much for coming up. I'm glad I can do whatever I can. Right on. Oh, hell yeah, you got the teddy bear in. Yeah. You just barely got that teddy bear in, Celtic Archer. Good going. Great for you. Oh, and also Jasmine has an event to promote. I'm going to let Jasmine take the floor.
Oh, I didn't think you was gonna let me tell people, but thank you so much. So just so people know, I will be in Mississippi on Sunday morning. If you are interested in joining us for breakfast, let me know. I was supposed to switch it to Mississippi. I don't know why I didn't switch. Hold on.
There
Yeah.
you go.
So Sunday morning, if you want to participate, please email me and you can come out and eat breakfast with us. If you are someone that wants to see the eclipse, I'll be there on Monday in DFW area, and there's also a karaoke fundraiser. Let us know. Thank you.
That's what's up. It showed the Mississippi one and then it showed the Texas one again. Though, you know what you were talking about in your live? You were talking about Mississippi, and I was seeing that Texas one on the screen.
Because I keep trying to show the Mississippi one. Can you see Mississippi now?
I do, yes.
Okay. So yeah, let us know if you want to come out, get in touch. For safety, we do keep these events tight to the chest, so email to get information.
I love that. I like that. Tied to the chest. I like that. I'm taking that one.
Yeah, Nina Simone definitely does sing Mississippi, goddamn. Beautiful song.
Thank y'all so much for 40K likes. Thank y'all so much for 252 shares. And thank y'all for getting both Ahmeds to 500 coins. And I don't know how much that bear is worth, but if y'all want to put in the chat how much the bear is worth, please do put it in the chat. So I have like a good gauge of how much we helped Ahmed with. Can I join? Ahmed, you are already up here, so I'm not going to do repeats for the day to make sure everybody can. The bear is worth 500, so you actually got the second Ahmed up to 1,000. Y'all are incredible. The community is unmatched and unbeatable, always. All right, we have somebody who seems to have a really funny avatar on, so we're going to give him a chance. Go ahead. All right, what do you have to say about the prompt?
That I agree with it. Sorry, are
Right
you
on.
only looking for dissenters?
No, you're good. I just saw
Oh.
your avatar and I was like, oh boy, here it comes.
No. I'm completely in support of this and the 4B movement. I've been it's interesting that like so many people on TikTok Live are talking about this movement, and I think that a lot of people are also like missing the point of it. Clearly, like men just think that women want to lash out for no reason, and I think what a lot of them don't understand that it's about safety for us. And I also think that, you know, it really ties into like everything with Palestine as well, because people are recognizing, they're waking up to the fact that our government constantly lies to us, doesn't care for us, and what we're really going to need to do is rely upon one another and build community with each other. And I don't think that men understand that they are not safe people to build community with, and that we will build these communities without them, and they're just going to
Yeah.
be left behind. Like, and I
Yeah.
think that's where we're headed towards, and I think that's honestly like the safest way to move forward. And we will just use them for entertainment and when we're bored, but we'll share resources amongst one another and, you know, live our lives together, because that's the safest thing to do. So like men are not community minded. They literally don't have that mindset. I was listening to a live the other day where, you know, this man was talking about this movement and how like he was specifically talking about he's a Black man talking about Black women. He's talking specifically about how Black women, you know, choose the wrong man to have children with, and then they want all these other people, these other men, to take care of these kids, and that's not fair to them. He said, he literally used the words like, that's not their sperm. Okay, he didn't even like say like those are not their kids, like that's not their sperm.
He said the quiet part out loud. Basically, he made
Exactly.
it very clear that it's all about
Very.
somebody's parts that matter to them and not the person.
Precisely. And that is why you see like when men like divorce, or they're like not with the mother of kids, a lot of men just stop caring about those kids, because it's like, it just has, if they're not getting access to that woman anymore, then whatever comes with that, it's not their problem anymore. And like, I think a lot of women are waking up to that. They're waking up to the fact that men literally don't care about building community with women or even amongst themselves. Like, that's not, it's always me, myself, and I. And as we look at the world around us and realize how much we need to care about one another, because your safety is my own. When you win, I win. And like, people are realizing that we have to be bonded together in that way. But because like your prompt, men are not community minded, so they're not thinking about that, and they're not thinking about the ways that we need to band together in order to survive. And so I think that the women who realize this, who are a part of this movement, and just understand how important it is for women to stick together, are going to be the winners out here when like the government turns against all of us. So I just hope men are keeping that in mind, because if they don't think it's coming for us, it absolutely is.
Yeah, and like the thing is that men have come for other men before. Like the whole thing with AIDS, like that was men coming after other men because they demonize anything they deem feminine, and they consider having sex with men as feminine. So they went after other men as well. The patriarchy doesn't care about men. They will attack anything that they deem as feminine. And like, and it's not just about that, right? It's about the propaganda against gay and bisexual men, that they will prey on younger heterosexual men to manipulate and take advantage of them. It's about like anti-sodomy laws. It's about everything. It's about all of it. It's about there have been huge attacks against anybody who has sex with men, including other men. It is about the patriarchy.
Right. Yeah.
It's about control. Yeah, exactly. And there, and like the recession of reproductive rights is an attack on trans men. It's an attack on men, like as well like AFAB people, where trans men are included. Like the patriarchy hates everybody. Period.
Right. Right.
How do I don't want to
Tessa,
just
go ahead.
I'm sorry. I don't want to toss, like, I'm down with the movement because we have to be. I don't want to toss aside a group of society when I don't have to, which, you know, we've kind of reached that point. Not toss aside is maybe a rough term, but how do we as a group convince people, be like, hey, to convince men that the patriarchy doesn't like them?
Why do we
don't.
need to convince men? I'm wondering
Exactly.
that, first of all.
No,
Why do
don't.
you-
It's nothing to. No, it's nothing to
There's
wonder
literally
about. If they don't get it, they don't get it.
There's
Yeah.
literally a person in the comments asking what women founded nations. And I was like, I started to answer that, but I was like, oh, white people only know white history. I don't need to tell them about the queens of Africa in different countries within Africa. I don't need to tell them about the queens of Hawaii. I don't need to tell them that there are definitely founding mothers. It's just that because you grew up in the patriarchy, nobody bothered to give you an actual education. So y'all keep decentering men.
Yeah, for real. That's the point.
No.
I was saying, if you are not white and you still don't know history, don't tell people that. Your mama would be ashamed of you.
I mean,
I don't see a
let's be
need.
real. Hang on, Luna. Let's be real. We were all taught white history. It's up to us to independently have the resources to go learn anything other than whitewashed history. And some people don't have the tools for that. It's like having the tools to even know what to look for is in a way kind of a privilege. Because I'm 35 and I'm still learning a lot right now. So I am also speaking for myself in that, but like make some damn effort. Like you can start here, obviously. So, yeah, Luna, please go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, totally agree with you. Like, I just don't see the need to like go hold men's hands and try to be like, I just want you to learn this. At this point, all men are aware that women go through things in this society that they don't have to. And if they're not trying to look deeper into that and look deeper into that inequity and figure out how they can be part of the solution, I mean, I'm not gonna go and like spoon feed them. And I'm just trying to survive out here. So I don't really know why we need to like carry them along on our backs. Like, why? Do we need men, Tessa? Like,
No, and I'm not saying like I don't want to go like save them. Like it's more kind of like when you have somebody that, I'm not trying to call anybody out, that maybe pops into a chat like this and has a mentality of like, I don't want to be that man, is kind of how maybe they come across. How do you help that person to be like, well, okay, you don't want to be that man. The first thing you need to see is that the patriarchy is against you, and if once you ditch that, then you can stop being that man.
No, the first thing all men who don't want to be that man need to do is listen to women, because that's one thing they don't do. And that's the very first thing they need to do. Like, shut their mouths and like listen to the conversations we're having amongst ourselves. And then they can go and research all of those things that they didn't understand. That's the first thing.
Yeah. All right, Isak, come up. I sent you an invitation. You have enough people to come up, and you don't have any excuses. Come up, and if you say you're at work, I'm gonna fucking boot you. Also, founding mothers is a colonization term. If you Google founding mothers, it's going to give you people who helped build the United States specifically.
Yeah, it's literally a book called Founding Mothers by like Kookie Roberts. Like there's literally a book about that, but I wasn't talking about that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
I'm
if you
sure
Google
they've got some
founding,
moms of liberty going on in there.
oh, for sure. I'm just saying, if you Google founding mothers, it's gonna come up United States stuff. How to do what I'm doing right now. All right, well, if you're so busy, then you can go somewhere else. Bye.
So speaking of matriarchies, there are actually studies, and I know Okinawa, and there's an island off of Italy
Well, hang
that is
on,
also
because
matriarchy.
hang on, Tessa. So I already got rid of his bitch ass because we don't baby men in here. And like I've gotten around to like getting like they have all this time to fucking type in the chat, but the second you say get your ass up here, then they're like, oh, I'm busy. I'm doing something. I was like, okay, well, if you're busy and you're doing something, go focus on doing that. Get out of the fucking chat. Fucking leave, dumbass. Anyway, Alphabet Mom, you haven't spoken in a minute. Please go ahead. How are you doing?
I am doing wonderfully. Thank you for asking.
Right on.
My pronouns are she, her. I don't know if I'm the eldest panelist, but I am 55, definitely right there, smack in the middle of Gen X. And I am literally learning on the fly about politics, okay? I was that person, the white woman with the blinders on that didn't learn, didn't know better, thought things were fine until they weren't. But you
Yeah.
know what? That
What?
doesn't mean that we can't learn. That doesn't mean that we shouldn't be out here using our voices as white women to uplift every Black woman, every BIPOC woman in our communities so that we are getting things voted in for everyone, male and female alike, and they don't get it. They don't get it.
Exactly. Because they're not trying to get
I
it. The
would
only reason why you don't get it is if you're not trying to.
exactly. Okay. I did not grow up with the terms cis and trans, okay? But that doesn't mean that I can't learn to use them. These people that are out here, well, I'm not cis. Well, then you're trans. No, the fuck I'm not. Oh, okay, so then you're cis. Well, how dare you? I was explaining that to my 78-year-old mother while I was listening to another political live on the way to pick up my son. And she was laughing. She's like, they seriously do that? I said, yes, Mama, they still do that. And
Yeah,
it
for real.
isn't just YT men, it's most men because they get their cojones in a pinch and think that if they take that pension off and go gung ho, that is going to change how we feel and what we have to say. And when we don't, they attack us physically and verbally.
Mm-hmm. Equality feels like oppression when you've been the oppressor for your entire existence. Facts. Over Magafash, Over Magafash knows what's up. Hey Heather, welcome back. Hello Lime. Oh my gosh, we are already at 44K likes. Let's get to 45K likes, and thank y'all so much for 256 shares. Let's get to 300 shares. I know that's a big ask, but there's 60 people in here, so we can get to that many shares. I'm also going to make a new goal, and please do subscribe because sometimes it gets a little wild in here and I have to turn on my sub only chat. So please do subscribe. And I'm going to set up a new goal for myself because I got to eat too. Oh, will it let me though? Oh, it's
Get
glitching
wild.
out.
TikTok's going away. Like TikTok's going away. Don't be afraid to get wild, y'all.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's like I said, I know somebody that knows somebody that's an engineer for the American Department of TikTok. If he's not worried about it, I'm not worried about it. That's all I'm saying. I set up a new goal of 20 perfumes. I know we can do 20 perfumes, y'all. It is only 20 coins. And also, if you don't want to give TikTok the money, that's also fine. Oh, whoops. I'll also just go ahead and put my other information on the screen, other places where you can find me. Bam. Oh, happy Friday. Oh my God. Happy Friday. Yes. My Cash App and Venmo are on the screen. Also my YouTube. The thing will calm down in a second. Hand heart. Thank y'all.
Couch potato.
What about couch potato?
You missed it. That was all.
I missed the couch potato. My bad. That couch potato is really cute. The couch potato also goes for a while. I'm surprised I missed it. But I do see it in the history. Yep, that couch potato is cute. And I don't know why you sitting here like couch potato is the only one that looks like me.
It does, and I'm not ashamed of that. Like short, round, and brown. I'm a couch potato. I ain't got no problem with it. It is what it is. You can still be a
That
sex. My 600-pound life. I've never seen an episode, but every bitch on that show got a man. Uh, and I don't even want one. So could you imagine? Listen, let me start over. Let me watch how I say this.
go ahead.
People and people matter. And I believe that people matter. However, I have seen what women do, and I would like to be with a lady. But I can't be with a lady till I fix what America is going through. So help me help ladies so I can improve my love life 4 years from now.
Yeah, Jasmine
You,
is. Oh, go ahead.
Jasmine, if you were to put your moves on a man, those men would be in trouble, sweetheart. They would go down like Lincoln logs with a good swift kick. They wouldn't know what would happen to them. You are
I feel
That
beautiful.
bad. I feel bad for the
You
men
are
that find
fun to look
themselves.
at. I'm cis het, and I, if I were any other way, would date you in a heartbeat, honey.
Thank you. That is so kind. Like I do admit the men that do fancy me, I always feel so bad for those men because they all look kind of like Eugene Levy. And Eugene Levy sexy to me. He can't help that. He look like that.
stop.
I'm just telling you, I
He,
grew up.
but
What people don't
he's,
understand is I grew up in
but his
Forest
sense of
Hills, New
humor
York.
is what makes him sexy.
No, it's the glasses for me. It's the awkwardness. I'm sorry. Give me an anime nerd in a minute. Like
Oh,
I'm a sucker. Like if I have to be with a man, it's definitely a dude that plays Dungeons and Dragons and goes to like use bookstores. But I feel bad for those men because I'm always getting into like physical altercations, and not one single man in my entire life that I've ever been romantic with can fight. So,
Oh no. Oh no.
so I
Oh,
always
the
feel
wheels
bad.
have
well,
fallen off. The wheels have
They
fallen
been
My
off.
fell off.
my bestie and I have a rule: we only date men we can beat up.
I
Oh
agree. I agree. When I was in high school, I had a man hit me. I hit my head on the TV. I stopped dating dudes that were bigger than me at that moment.
Yup.
That's what's up. That's for the best.
hmm
He is the gentleman who says in this old movie, the cool points are out the window. You got me straight tripping, boo. I grew up in Forest Hills, New York. It is a predominantly Jewish community. I like what I like, and I like them curls, and I don't know, it's their little swagger. Jewish dudes are cute to me. I don't know why.
I feel
and
that. That's what's
see,
up.
my daughter will tell you when she sees a pretty woman. I don't know, Mom. It's the boobs for me. Every time I crack up every time she says that to me, and
Not the
I
boobs.
look at her and I'm like, okay, if it's the boobs for you, it's the boobs for you. Me, I'm an ears kind of gal, but you know.
That's valid. No, no, that's valid. Let's talk about it. That's
It's
valid
boobs.
though.
Even gay men like boobs. I've never seen anybody walk away from titties. I'm sorry. They're amazing. They're like
Can we
money.
talk about it? They're like
Right.
money.
I don't care if you fat, you short, you tall, you rich, you broke. You don't even have to be a boob person to want to lay on some boobs. They just I c- even the saddest man around breast is a better human. Like I don't know what it is. They're just amazing.
For real. For real
My
though. Cause
eldest
like
daughter's first babysitter was something like a G. And she and my daughter, she got my daughter when she was 4 weeks old. I was forced back to work when she was that tiny. And as
oh.
soon as my daughter laid on her chest, that baby curled in and went right to sleep. It's the only other pair of boobs that child would curl into.
Oh, that's I mean, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Somebody
And
dropped. Who
right.
left? Who dropped? Oh, trying to remember who was up here. Do y'all remember who dropped?
Is it
Because I do like
unicorn?
to say bye to people.
Unicorn?
Unicorn dropped. Okay. BRB. Okay. Um. Hey, Sky. So yeah. So this is all the things. And I'm gonna switch back to the topic. I love dump trucks. Yep. It ain't bumpy if you ain't got a dumpy. All right. And we're going to pivot on back to the topic. Not that I don't like talking about the wonderful world of the female woman, AFAB, whatever have you physique. We got to pivot on back. Because this topic does allow for opposition. Oh, dang, we're already at 49.8 likes. Let's get to 50K likes, y'all. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for 264 shares. So how are people feeling? Are people feeling good? We still got the energy going? Because I don't want to try to force a conversation if people are winding down.
Oh no, I'm doing good. Something that needs to be addressed in our society as women is that abortion is health care, and they need to understand that without abortion, women are dying. Um,
Yes.
my eldest daughter would have been forced into a bad relationship because she would have had this person's child, and that would have meant that for the next 18 years, whether she wanted contact or not, she would have been forced into that.
Yeah.
My youngest daughter miscarried and had to have one. It is what it is. It is health care. And what
Yeah.
these men also don't seem to understand is that abortion is a medical term, and that I have had 4 of them, resulting in the live births of my children at the end of my abortion at 9.5 months. That term means to, um, forgive me if I forget the word, remove from the body, or ex, um other words. But anyways, it's
Right.
a medical term. It is not this whole crap of, well, aborting all the way past 9 months. Well, that's not a fact. The
Right.
body does abort the baby at the end. That is strictly a medical term, and they are using it as a weapon against us.
Exactly. Thank you so much for the rose, Scrappy. I changed my name to West 4B Movement to spread awareness about West 4B. If you're looking for
Mm.
Supreme, that is a totally different person. I am not Supreme. My name is Helios. Hey Tiana. I'm sorry if I keep pronouncing your name wrong. Ending a pregnancy, birth, C-section, also do that. Exactly. Um,
Shouldn't just mean
Alpha.
in the pregnancy. It doesn't mean to end a life. It means removing the pregnant part of the pregnancy.
Yeah, exactly. Alphabet, go ahead. Oh, we got another
Ejecting.
person.
That's the word I was looking for. Ejecting. Abortion and ejecting are the same thing. You are removing something from the body. The
Yep.
thing
Hello,
is they
Axel.
need to update our medical terms and remove that word from medical terminology to protect us as women, so that we're not being assaulted by people who think that abortion is a bad thing.
But even
Right.
though the term, people won't use it, we know Asperger's is not a real term, but people still walk
Right.
around saying it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly.
I want to say hey to Axel, Lexi, and Hope. Welcome back. I wanted to say hello to those people that came in, and I also want to say hello to my top 5 gifters who are not on the panel. Celtic Archer, Tracy, Kenya Bunny, and Pretty Unicorn, and of course Ballerina. These gifts all count for everybody, including if you sent gifts to Ahmed. And hey, the Axel, I keep seeing you around. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, little Scrappy. Hello, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Um, But yeah, so it is 3 p.m. and my partner and I are gonna go somewhere for happy hour. So we are gonna go ahead and do the wrap up. Punk, I know you just Punk, why did you Oh, Punk had a bad connection. I saw the red line actually. Yeah, we are gonna have fun. It's always a great time. It's just me and Teddy Bear just going around town being cute. Oh, he has on his headphones. He didn't hear
For
me.
you. I love that for you. Like,
Yes.
no, seriously, I love that. You just said we're gonna go around being cute. And I don't think people understand. My little final thought of the moment is love the person you with. If they treat you well, it doesn't matter their gender. If they happen to be a man, be nice to them this Friday. If you are a man listening to this, go all out. Do something different for your partner. Don't anything you like, anything you always do it again but differently. Like, life is
Exactly.
short, and you could be sitting in New York and be going through a tectonic shift, right? We don't know when the earthquakes are going to occur. So please, please, please love the folks you with, love yourself, and have a good Friday. Peace, love, and hair grease, y'all.
Do you want to put the thing back up on the screen for Mississippi?
Nah, I'm going to Mississippi. I'm going to Texas. Y'all know it. Y'all can find it. Bye,
For
everyone.
sure. Bye, Jasmine. Thank you for coming up. Alphabet, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Sorry, I'm coughing here. Yes, thank you for having me. We definitely need to support each other in our society, whether we identify as male or female. And the more we support each other, the better our society is going to be, whether we are male or female.
You're right. Hey, Sean, you catching me as I'm wrapping up. I usually do 2 time slots, but my lives have been going longer. So I made it to 3 p.m. So I might not go back live later on today, but if I do, I will be back at 7 p.m. 7:30 p.m. Central if I do come back today. And y'all are absolutely right. It's about equity. It's not about equality. It's about equity. It's a equity across race, gender, religion, whatever else have you. It's about acknowledging the damage that has been done and repairing that damage so we can go on to repair the damage done to the earth. We have to dismantle capitalism for this to work. In the meantime, unfortunately, we do have to deal with the system that we have to fucking deal with under capitalism. So here are my for those of you who don't want to give money to TikTok, here's my Cash App and Venmo. I have a goal here. And this is also my Cash App, Venmo, and YouTube are all the same. If you want to see all my videos, including the ones that have been taken down, go to my YouTube. It is linked in my profile and it's right here on the screen. Thank y'all so much for joining us. I will either see you later today at 7:30 p.m. Central. 7:30 p.m. Central, or I will see you Monday morning at 10 a.m. But in the meantime, either way, y'all have a wonderful weekend. Make politicians afraid again. Bye.